here to play the weakest thing. I'm going to bring him in. Mr. Williams, right this way.
Hey.
Are you all together?
Yes. I found him on the street
somewhere,
but
just
they
making sure.
They said they'd represent me, so I thought, bring them on up. The heck.
What's going on, Barry?
A little of this and that. It's always nice to be greeted with a camera shoved in my face.
7 in the morning.
Let's put a little more light on that thing.
See, there it goes.
There you go. Excellent. That's
You
what
broke
I'm
my
working.
camera.
Am I following you?
You broke my camera. You're going in there. Thanks. What brings you back to the show?
An invite. I got invited, so I showed up.
So do you know what you're doing here today, basically?
I think we're doing a little bit of weakest link kind of a deal.
Yeah, the weakest Dink.
Weakest Dink.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay.
So I think you're gonna be emceeing it.
That's right. That's what they're telling me.
All right. So what do you expect to happen in there?
I have no expectations. You never know what's going to happen. That's the fun part about being here. It'll just be whatever the hell comes up will be fun and great, and we'll make it all work.
We're going to play Weakest Dink.
Okay.
The dude from the Brady Bunch, what's his name?
Barry Williams.
Barry Williams.
Is it Williams or Williamson?
Barry Williams.
I forget.
Barry Williams will be the host. Me, you, Tom Chisano. Who else?
Casey.
And Gary.
By the way, Casey thinks he's going to beat Tom Chisano.
You know what's so funny about
This
Casey?
weakest Dink.
You had such a great line, Howard. You hit it right in the head yesterday. Casey's bitterly complaining that the last time Vinny gave him hard questions, and you said they're only hard because you don't know the answer.
Yeah. When you know the answers are easy.
They're all at the same level of difficulty.
Right.
Which is very difficult for Casey.
Sorry, Casey.
No, if anybody who knows who watched it last time, Vinny screwed me because you were getting mad that there's so many questions going on. So Vinny decided, in his infinite wisdom, to give me the hardest question to get me out quick because I should be out first.
So.
That's ridiculous.
No, I know. Go back and listen to
Vinny,
it.
he
gave me.
It's not true. Guys are always screwing you.
He's complaining. He's complaining that Casey's complaining that you got a question about Lucky Charms, but he got a question about 18th
Lucky
century
Charms. I never ate Lucky Charms in my life. That was the hardest question for me.
It was laughable because it was two easy questions.
We'll see how you
For
do.
you, they were easy.
All right, you ready, Casey? Quick, come here. You got 7 seconds to answer this. What's 3 times 14? Quick. And time's up.
36.
All right. The answer is 42. So you're going to lose.
But that's not how the game works. You don't say, all right, hurry up, do this.
Another hard question.
Casey, can I ask one? Who wrote The Catcher in the Rye?
J.D. Salinger.
Ooh.
Wow. Lincoln, Republican or Democrat?
Democrat.
Wrong.
Lincoln.
Who's the third president of the United States?
Quincy Adams.
Ah, wrong.
Quincy Adams.
It's Quincy Jones.
All right, listen.
Howard, you got to see what's going on in the green room. Barry's asking so many difficult questions of me of like the rules of the game.
Right.
I had to run out and ask Gary for help.
See, that's the problem when you get a host who hasn't worked in a long time.
You know what? I got to
Taking it way
He
too
took the
seriously.
gig from me.
No, but he's
I'm here on my
seriously.
vacation.
He could
All
be
right,
great
we're going to
host.
play the game. Whoever wins, you'll be linked to a different person.
We're playing for the $1 million for that person?
Well, what we're playing for, they get 25,000 guaranteed.
10,000. It's 10,000.
Oh, it's 10. They get 10,000 automatically,
Okay.
and then they get to spin a wheel. And if it lands on the right thing, they get $1 million.
Oh, geez.
So we're going to do that
What
next.
pressure.
Do you think Barry's still a little bit on Queer Street from the Danny Bonaducci beating?
You punch drunk?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, was a beating.
Yeah, Barry's last great appearance was the Danny Bonaducci fight on Fox, where he took a beating like a woman.
Whoa! He said he was dazed from it. More than hurt.
Yeah.
But you also got to talk to about. You know what he did? He did Celebrity Fear Factor,
Oh, did he?
and he played against Penn and Teller.
And what happened? He lost?
I don't know.
Has
He
that been
can't say.
brought-
Is that really celebrity? Fear Factor?
All right, there's a million things to do when we get back. We'll be back right after these words.
Hello, America. I'm Alan Riddell from Lexington, Kentucky. I'm going to be playing Weakest Dink on Howard Stern, and Robin is playing for me.
What do you think your chances are?
Pretty good.
My name's Steve Roth from Vero Beach, Florida, and Howard is playing for me.
All right, now, how confident are you?
Pretty confident. Howard's pretty smart.
So out of everybody, you think you have the best chance?
Good shot at it, yes.
Hi, I'm Adam Mitchell. I'm going to be on the Weakest Dink, and Casey's going to be playing for me.
Are you excited that Casey's playing for you?
I'm not sure. They're telling me in the room here that I shouldn't be, but we're going to go with them.
All right, what do you think your chances are?
Good, real good.
Hi, my name is Robin. I'm from San Clemente, and Baba Booey, Gary's playing for me on the Weakest Dink. And if I win $1 million, kids' college fund, house improvements, new car.
What if you win 10 grand?
If I win 10 grand, I'd have to think about that for a while. That goes fast. But
What do you think your chances are?
pretty good with Gary. Yeah, pretty good.
All right, who are you glad that you didn't get?
Casey? Sorry, Casey. Well, just because I know he's not the brightest crayon, sorry, in the box. Sorry, Casey.
Name's Martin Lafferty. Tom's playing for me.
Okay, what do you think your chances are?
20% for the 10 G's and 1% for the million if I win the 10 G's.
Are you confident that Tom's going to win for you?
It's a toss-up. I wish Fred was playing for me.
We are back. I am now at a different location. I am standing up. I have not been 100% this week because of illness, and to stand up is a difficulty for me, but yet I'm willing to do it.
Are you already laying the groundwork for not winning?
No excuse.
Yes. I'm going to lose anyway. I always lose these contests
you did
anyway.
so well the last time.
Put on the microphone, Scott.
Scott, we're playing a game.
Put on the microphones.
For $100,
I didn't know. I didn't.
I can show you all the easy questions if that helps.
Put on Robin's microphone.
Is the microphone on?
Oh my God! Here we go. I tell you something.
Testing.
I cannot win.
I'm on.
Casey?
Yeah, am I here?
Yeah, I'm the only one who's not. It's not that
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
not
here.
close.
All right. Then. You know what? Just don't talk. You'll be fine.
Well, Casey, you can't win.
I am setting up for.
And when you get a chance, Scott, no big rush. I'm not get Artie's mic on too at some point.
Yeah, Scott. No need to prepare.
It's tough.
Is your mic working now?
I think so.
All right. There
Okay.
you go. What happened, Scott? Put a mic on
He can't
yourself.
get his mic on.
Can't get my mic on.
All right. We're trying some. We're on a game show set, and this is very.
Well, I'm
serious
already
business.
shaking from not having a microphone, so I might
Well,
not be able to answer.
I don't
questions.
like these contests because I always lose, and I will lose. So I'm already taking myself out of the
Oh,
contest.
stop! You did so well last time. That's mea culpa is not necessary.
All right, we're going to do Weakest Dink. Joining us this time, of course, is Robin Quivers, and Tom Chiasano, our general manager, is in the competition.
I don't know why I got roped in.
You know why you got roped in?
Because you want me to look bad.
No, because KC said he could beat you, and I said,
Okay.
you know what, Casey, I hate to tell you, I think Tom's going to kick your ass.
What's wrong with you?
I'm going to beat the general manager today.
Nice. And also Gary Delabate is included because he won the last time. So
Did you?
Yes, I did.
She did.
I knew how much 199 and 199 was.
Yeah, well, don't ask me that because I don't. I'm not thinking.
He got every question right, Gary, last time.
Yeah.
Every question?
Yes, I did.
Yep.
Wow.
But today is a special day also because $10,000 to the winner, and then a chance to spin the wheel and upgrade that to $1 million.
Wow.
So that's pretty good.
I feel so bad.
And we are very lucky today. Actually, he's very lucky today to be the host of this game, Barry Wiliams, formerly of the Brady Bunch.
Yeah.
I was going to say the
Thank
Grady
you,
Bunch.
Howard.
Greg Brady.
Thank you, Howard, and welcome to the Weakest Dink. I'll see if I can't give you the easier questions today to keep you in the game.
By the way, this is the best gig you've had in a while.
This is the best gig I've had.
It is tough. You know, it is tough to have the most exciting part of your career as a young kid. It is. I feel bad for you. That's why I've given you this gig.
You think that. You don't know it.
It's got to be bad. It's got to be bad.
I have never been busier or had more television shows coming on. I've got another series out. I have four new.
Well, wait
four new
a second.
things coming
Wait
on.
a second.
I got stuff going on.
Name two.
Okay.
Yeah.
The newest David Spade movie and the Peter Gabriel video.
Oh, whoa.
That was directed by Sean Penn, which I just did last Saturday. So that's cool. And Peter
Yeah, but what, you
Gabriel
get paid
named
for that.
Sure, I did. Peter Gabriel named his song coincidentally, which is fun. He named his new single is called The Barry Williams Show.
All right, but admit, the last big appearance you had was on that Fox show where Danny Bonaducci beat the piss out of you.
Well, I've done that. I've got
That's
two.
embarrassing.
I've got 2 and 3 coming up. Now
I
I'm
think
working
this
on,
is the best gig you've had in a long
I
time.
did a smarter thing. Now I'm on the production side. I help arrange the matches. I interview the fighters, and I do the national
involved in
anthem.
the,
And Celebrity 3 is coming up in September, so check that out too.
Actually, Howard,
Did I mention the Monkeys tour? I don't care. I'm busy, man.
How could you
Stuff
be
is
on the
going on.
Monkeys
Why are you on the Monkeys tour?
I open the show. Are
you the fifth
I do
monkey?
the real great. No, I open the show. I open.
He comes
the whole
out in a cage dressed as a monkey.
I got an 8-piece band behind me.
Yes, sir.
next month on Fox, Mr. Kincaid's going to kick his ass.
Really? By the way, here's a quick trivia question. What was Mr. Kincaid's first name? Quick.
Got it.
Ruben. Right, Ruben.
Ruben Kincaid.
And I'm the host of this thing. I didn't even have to answer that.
Barry
You know what was
Sanders is
weird?
very serious.
Beth asked me the other night, she said to me,
Get off me.
what was the name, she said, get off me. And then she said, what was the name of Mr. Kincaid? What was his first name? And I said, Chet Kincaid.
Actually, what was his real name?
What's his real name?
Dave Madden.
Is it?
Oh, you mean his?
But why did I say
actor name?
Chet Kincaid?
I have no idea.
That was a Bill Cosby character.
Chet Kincaid?
Chet Kincaid
From,
the
I
first
Spy.
from the first Cosby show.
Oh, really?
And he was a gym teacher.
Oh, man, I messed up. You see, I went with Chet Kincaid.
I haven't known one thing yet.
I know. I'm feeling
Casey
very,
may beat me.
very.
All right, so
out
Barry
of my
Williams,
depth.
you are here today trying to convince us that your career is better than ever. No one is buying it. No one.
Well, wait a second. Did he mention Celebrity Fear Factor?
Yes, he did mention that.
Did I mention boot camp yet?
What about what is boot camp?
You're going to boot camp?
I'm going to do boot camp. Yeah, at the end of the month.
Is that a show?
Yeah,
No, he's
yeah, it's a Fox show. You literally go to boot camp. With,
You get paid for that?
I get paid for that. I'm keeping the money this time.
So in
on the
other
boxing
words-
thing, that was a giveaway. I gave that to the
What
charity.
about Celebrity Fear Factor?
The Fear Factor goes to charity.
Only if you win.
But
Why would
boot
you give
camp-
that to charity? I would think you'd
Because
need
I didn't
money.
have a choice.
Do you have a lot of money?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
You get residuals from Brady Bunch?
No.
How about
All but the original show. So that show's been pretty good to me monetarily.
do you get the merchandise too?
Yeah, I get the merchandise thing.
You got a big house?
I got a
Why
big-
has Cribs never come
I
to
got
your
two
house?
houses.
You do?
I got one in Connecticut, one in Bel Air.
Really?
Yeah.
He got a couple of books.
He's laughing at me. I only have one house. I had two houses, but one of them's gone.
Lost one, okay?
Well, I'm still married.
Maybe
you
I'm
know?
doing worse.
But he's been married a couple of times and he has two houses.
Yeah,
Really?
exactly. Well, I had to start over then. I completely started over in '92.
And you have two
I
houses
completely started
already?
over.
I can't
Yeah.
believe you're doing that well. I'm shocked.
Really?
Yeah, because, I mean, you were a child actor, and I think a lot of these other gigs are mercy gigs.
Oh well, I married up.
You did?
Yeah. I
Oh,
married
your
up.
wife has
yeah.
married.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, I don't mean to pour salt in the wound, but when you say completely started over, you really lost almost everything in that divorce?
I owed more money than I had when I got
Really?
divorced.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. Let me take you out to lunch. We'll talk.
What a
How can it cost you more than you have?
It's all relative. It's
You know
all
what?
relative.
He got off easy. He only had to give more than he had.
You know, the other thing is, though, I'm listening to the lineup of gigs,
Yeah.
and it sounds like now he gets paid to be tortured.
Hey, let me tell you something. I know, yeah. He gets beaten up on Fox, then he goes on Fear Factor.
Fear Factor was great.
In all,
Yeah.
in all fairness to him, he also does karaoke for Malibu Rum.
Oh, you do karaoke for Malibu Rum? I didn't realize things were going that.
I got stuff going on you wouldn't even believe. Oh yeah.
Really? Well,
On the
let's see how you are as a game show host. What is it,
On
Benny?
the karaoke tour, they bring a portable shower to the club, and Barry sings with people in the shower. It's pretty
Hey,
cool.
that's going.
It's too good.
Oh, and don't you rap Slim Shady now or something?
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Let me do a little of that.
It was cool for a while being a teenage star, but now the Brady name can only go so far.
I didn't realize you were doing that. I didn't realize.
Yeah, his wife ain't getting any of that money.
Tom, can't you give him an overnight gig?
I guess he shut you up.
I am very happy to be here.
I am honored to
auditioning
have
as
you here.
host of the Weakest Dink.
Well, let's play the weakest thing. Barry Williams, I turn the microphone over to you. Let's
Thank
see
you very
who
much.
wins. Me, Robin, Tom Chiasano, Casey Armstrong, or Gary Dell'Abate.
And just as a reminder, the winner of the Weakest Dink will have the opportunity to spin the wheel to win a minimum of $10,000 and a chance to win $1 million.
Barry, may I say, this is Howard Stern speaking. I would like to say that I am playing for Steve Roth.
Steve Roth, well, good luck to Howard and Steve Roth. And Robin, who will you be playing
Robin
for?
Quivers, and I'm playing for Alan Riddell.
And I know you care.
I'm
Tom, who will you be playing
I'm
for?
Tom Chiasano,
who
and
are
I'm
you?
playing for Martin Lafferty from Bolinas, California.
Good luck, Martin. And Casey?
My name is Casey Armstrong. I'm playing for Adam Mitchell.
Adam Mitchell. And Casey, may I just say that beating the general manager may not be your best career move.
I'm going to work him over Bonaducci style.
Nice. Make him your Brady bitch. Okay, and
Go
Gary.
ahead. Baba Booey here. I'm playing for Robin Eldred from San Clemente, California.
San Clemente, home of Richard Nixon.
True.
Very nice.
There they are.
your
We can
Belinda.
see them.
There they are.
Just so we understand some of the great game rules, you'll have 10 seconds to answer each question, and the weakest links, whether you tie or not, will be eliminated from the
Weakest
game.
dink.
The weakest dinks.
Come on,
Whatever.
Barry.
I
If you
suck.
tie, you're both eliminated.
program.
That's what
If
you're
you
saying.
tie, you're both
All right,
eliminated, because we're going to move through this
I
thing.
lose already.
And there's
but go
no
ahead.
banking or
No.
building, none of that
No
stuff.
voting
Just
off.
And the
answer
time starts
questions.
after I finish asking the question. You will have 10 seconds. And Howard,
All right.
you are first.
Oh, lucky me.
You won the toss.
In a random toss.
I hate this.
Do you get nervous?
Yeah, I hate this.
Well, his
Because I
color
can't
has
think.
changed.
I can't think quickly with these things.
Right, now watch him blow off all the questions.
No, I
Go
won't.
on.
Go ahead.
In the field of sports.
Oh, yeah. Goodbye.
In the field of
Won't
sports.
necessarily
How
get
many
voted
questions
off.
are in the first round, by the way?
There are about
15.
Let's see. All right, okay, good. All right. Show me the answers.
Come on.
Yeah, let's do it old
In the
school.
field of sports.
What is a battery?
What is a battery?
In the field of sports, what is a
Look at
battery?
Gary smiling.
I don't know. I would have to say a three something.
A threesome.
threesome.
I'm sorry, Howard, and I'm sorry for the person you're playing with. It's the pitcher and the catcher in baseball.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Pitcher and
I
catcher in
wouldn't have
baseball.
Did you know that? All right, go ahead. Christ's sake.
Robin,
Yes.
Abbott and Costello are in the Baseball Hall of Fame because of what?
Their routine who's on first?
That's correct.
That I knew. That I knew. I knew that.
Tom, who is the self-proclaimed fifth Beatle?
I know that.
Show off.
Say anything. This is for money.
Yeah, no, you know what? I don't know.
You don't know.
Can I answer?
No.
It doesn't count.
Doesn't know because I could answer battery.
You should know that from
I
radio.
know
It's
pitcher and
it's
catcher.
Cousin Brucey.
No.
Oh, Murray the K.
Oh, Murray the K, right?
Murray the K, that's right.
Sons of bitches.
Howard, you don't even know.
And your wrong answer doesn't count either. So you're still good.
I meant Murray.
Moving on now. Casey, with your opportunity. What cop show began with a song that warned us, don't do the crime if you can't do the time?
Beretta.
Correct.
Look at you smiling.
No,
like
I'm
you
getting
know
all the hard.
something.
You knew battery? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's like a blow to the solar plex.
All right, go ahead.
Gary, what do the letters in Epcot stand for?
Jeez.
Yeah, come on, Dopey.
Epcot.
Not smiling
Epcot.
down.
Shh, give him a chance.
I have not a clue. Does
Casey
anybody here
said-
know this? Does anybody on this panel know this?
I know it, but
Oh,
go
sure
ahead.
you do. We'll let you answer.
I'm saying I don't know it.
Tell him, Barry. Go ahead, Barry.
Experimental Prototype Community of Tomorrow. It's an acronym.
How come I get Epcot? She gets Abbott and Costello.
I got battery.
That was a crime.
All right, my chance. Come on. I'm coming back into the game.
I think you're coming back.
Come on.
All right, and this question is for Howard.
I should know this.
Beretta.
Come on, you got to be quiet. It's very
Take
serious.
it serious.
My turn is very serious.
I'm sorry, Marty.
What is Howard Stern's first name? No, I'm just kidding there. Your question, what does summa cum laude mean?
First of all, it means you graduated the second highest in your class. It's the second grade below magna cum laude.
Summa cum laude.
That's my answer.
I'm sorry.
I think they wanted the Latin translation.
No, Howard might be right. I have the answer being with highest praise or highest distinction.
That
But
would
he
be
said
the
second.
pronunciation.
I'm wrong then, but who?
Or
The question was ambiguous and unclear. But
And
all right,
you
I'll take a
missed
wrong.
it.
You
Good.
graduated
I want
magna
out of this
cum laude.
contest now. Anyway.
If the writer of the question is, what is the ruling on this?
I would give it to Howard on
How?
that.
No, you would not.
Howard said the second highest.
Vinny and the ultimate
I said it.
answer.
And Vinny, I'm taking it away from me.
Hold on.
my
Is it really below
Yes,
Magnum?
because I
then the question is
graduated.
wrong.
I graduated summa cum laude from Boston University.
Not Magna.
So why?
Maybe I did
Why does it
graduate
mean
Magnum.
highest praise if it's not the highest?
It's not. You're wrong. And you know what? I don't care. I want it wrong. I want out of this.
I want to host.
You
I want to
write
host Who Wants to
dumb
Be a Millionaire.
questions. That's what we
Go ahead.
learned.
Next one. Good. I'm glad I'm out.
So you get it. You.
Well, you're not.
What is the ruling on this? Let's be clear.
I'm wrong.
Howard's got two wrong so far. Go.
I didn't know the Latin.
Robin, this
Robin.
question. Robin, this question is for you. What famous rock star recorded a duet of Peace on Earth, The Little Drummer Boy, with Bing Crosby shortly before Bing's death?
Please.
That would be David Bowie.
That is correct.
Please.
Just because I know
The Latin translation is summa cum laude, and then that question?
Epcot.
I know every one of Robin's so far. Go ahead,
And
Tom Chiasano.
Tom with another opportunity. What four presidential likenesses are carved in Mount Rushmore?
Teddy Roosevelt.
Mel Carbons.
Shh, come on, please.
Do I get extra
trying
time
to
now?
think
Yes,
here.
yes.
This is for a lot of money.
Teddy Roosevelt.
Washington, Lincoln, Roosevelt, Teddy Roosevelt, and Jefferson.
Oh! I need a ruling on that.
Time.
No, he said
got-
Roosevelt twice.
No, no.
And he said
no.
Jefferson
You didn't
at the
say
buzzer. At
Lincoln.
the buzzer. I said
Did he
Jefferson.
get it in under the
I
buzzer?
know.
Did he get Jefferson in under the buzzer?
Yes, he
Because he
did.
said all four.
I feel he did.
Yes.
Yeah, he got that.
Tom Windsor. That was correct. You got it just in under the buzzer.
I said Roosevelt
Yes.
repeating Teddy twice. That was
You said it.
You
You
said
said it
Lincoln?
twice, but he said.
Yes, he
I
said
said
Lincoln.
Lincoln. He said Jefferson at the
Okay,
very
Tom,
end.
Tom, you can be very proud of yourself.
I'm the host.
Way to
I
go.
got it right here.
Way to go. Everyone gets
Exactly
easy.
what he
easy.
said.
So far, Gary and I got
you
the
know?
shaft on our questions.
Did you know?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. Mount Rushmore, I know.
And
But
now-
David Bowie, I know. I know Abbott and Costello. I don't know the Latin translation of summa cum laude. No, I think there's a big discrepancy in the question. Go ahead, Casey.
I was arguing this
Casey and-
last time you laughed at me.
Go ahead, Casey.
Ask me another Latin question.
Casey, another chance to be demoted here. What is the name of the rock and roller who was born Reginald Dwight?
Shh. Give him a chance to think.
Oh, please. We don't have that long.
I smell smoke.
George Harrison.
I'm sorry,
let me
Casey.
give him the answer.
Me.
Okay, let me.
Let me.
Even though you're out of the
1,
game.
2, 3.
Elton John.
There we go.
He's not a rock and roller. He sings ballads. It's not a rock and roller.
I can't drop
a deuce.
Yeah, well, you still got
all
the
the
answer.
easy. You can't, go ahead, give Gary an easy one, and then give me a hard one. Go ahead.
Complain.
All right, Gary. What is the only letter in the alphabet that doesn't appear in the name of any of the United States?
Well, that's easy.
Only letter.
That's an easy one.
You know that one,
Yeah,
huh?
that I know.
I don't know that one.
What is Q?
That is correct. Gary is correct.
Most people would say Z,
Arizona.
No, Z.
but Arizona has. That's right.
All right.
Very
New
good,
Mexico.
Gary.
New
Right,
Mexico.
that was a good one.
Are you still playing?
Yeah, I'll be in it, but I don't care.
No, keep on going.
Go ahead. I have one more. I have one more.
Barry, you call yourself
One more
a host?
round.
Don't be bitter.
No, we're still in the first round.
I'm in it.
I
Come on.
understand it, but he was
Easy.
quitting.
Vinny is heckling Barry.
I can't believe it.
He took my gig. I'm pissed.
Vinny, turn off your
That's what it is.
microphone.
He wants to ask the question.
Go ahead.
Howard.
Where's the music?
What island is the boot of Italy kicking?
Mallorca.
Come on.
I don't know. What is it?
trying?
No, you can't tell him.
Give me the answer.
Are you
Stop
trying?
it.
Long Island.
Long Island. It's
What is it?
Long
Sicily.
Island.
Sicily.
I don't know.
Of course you know
I'm not
Sicily.
Italian.
What are you talking
I'm only
about?
half
I
Italian.
thought you were.
I don't want to win. I'm throwing the game. I knew all the answers.
May I recap?
Yeah.
Because we're in the at the end. Are you
I'm
0 for
0.
3?
I'm done.
0 for 3.
I'm out. I'm glad I'm out.
We have
Yeah, there's-
four more-
right. There's no,
I'm stupid, okay?
Well, wait a minute. We all have to do
Barry,
our
take
round.
control,
you got
do we?
four-
Well, wait a
Barry,
second.
Robin. Barry, ask
Oh,
Robin
in
the
this
question.
round, he would have to go anyway.
we can stop this
I'm
right
out.
now because
Yeah.
there's no way anyone could do
Gary,
it worse
Gary,
than
there
you.
are 4 more questions.
let's-
No,
Please.
There are other people.
Oh, I got you.
That's right.
Gary.
Robin,
There could be a
All right.
tie.
Robin, may I have music, please? Robin,
Yes.
what machine is known as the one-armed bandit?
That would be a slot machine.
That is correct.
I gotta really.
Barry, are you
I
banging
don't
her?
believe it. Yeah. Vinny wrote the question.
I didn't know what the order was going to be. It's
I may be after this.
I didn't know what the order
But
was
you knew
gonna
the
be.
order. But you
When I
knew
wrote
the
the
order was going to
questions-
be that person was going to get all 3 of those questions.
I didn't know.
He's not
No, I
that
did
bright.
not.
He's not
All
that
right,
bright.
come on. Let's
Tom.
move it along. Tom, go
Tom, music, please. What television show opened with the words man, woman, birth, death, infinity?
I know that. Just for the record.
Man, woman, birth, death, infinity.
Can I answer for him just to prove I can answer other questions? Ben Casey.
There you go, starring Vince
By the
Edwards.
way, Robin's going to win in this one round. All she's got, she's already got 3 right.
The weakest link is somebody with 0. That's you.
Two more questions here.
Oh, we're going to go through it 20 times.
Casey.
This would have been perfect. She got the
Casey.
most answers. She wins, and that's it. And the game's over.
You-
I'm going to be here all
Yes.
friggin' day again.
You can make the rules.
Oh yeah, these rules are all subject
She's
to
going
change.
to win.
Barry, go. Come on.
This is for Casey. What is the first video aired by MTV?
It's by the Buggles. It's Video Killed the Radio Star.
That's correct.
Very good.
That was good.
Gary.
Stupid ass.
Gary, what was
Jesus. It's getting ugly.
Go ahead. Gary. Robin's going to win because she got all 3 right.
Gary, what was unique about the vice presidency and presidency of Gerald R. Ford?
What was unique about it?
Unique.
Incredibly unique.
About his vice presidency.
Incredibly unique.
That he was not elected to either office.
That is correct, Gary. And
Very
that,
good.
Well, there it is.
not
Robin
only is
wins.
that correct, but that brings to the end of
Okay,
round 1.
I lost the most. I got all 3 wrong.
Right.
Tom got 1 right. Casey got 1 right. 2 right.
Two right.
And Gary got 1 right.
2 right.
2
Two
right.
right.
And she got 3 right. Why does she wins?
I got every question you asked
won
me.
round
You guys
one.
are all idiots. I'm certainly the biggest idiot, and she wins.
Is she with round one or the
this
whole
guy
game?
gets $10,000. Is that what you want to
Well,
do?
Yes.
I think that's what
I
we're
want to do.
deciding right
That's
now.
what I want to do.
That's what
And he gets
You're going to be here for a month.
he gets a
That's
chance to
fine
spin
with
for
me.
million from the I Won
I
Million.
hate this game.
Now, does anyone on the panel know now what Epcot Center stands for?
Can I just say something first of all?
Experimental
Can I say something?
prototype
Now, this is
community
going to
of
get
tomorrow.
exciting.
What?
Who did you play for, Robin?
I played for Alan Rydell of Lexington, Kentucky.
right.
Alan Rydell has just won $10,000 with a chance to
That's
spin the wheel.
Barry, why are you shaking your head? Get over here.
For $1 million.
Barry's protesting.
I'm not even protesting. I don't.
The game's not over.
We're fine. We're fine.
Okay, well, that's it. That's all I need to know.
Why are you protesting?
No, I just want to make sure we're fine.
Because you lost?
No.
You big baby.
No, what he's trying to make sure is that we're doing
within.
Legally.
All right,
that's all.
okay,
That's all.
fine.
Legal stuff.
All right.
I don't know about legally with it, but I think I just beat Tom and Howard.
You did.
Yeah, he did.
You did. You beat us. So what?
So what? So that's great.
I knew the answers to every one of yours,
Oh, you
Elton
did.
John.
Yeah. Yeah, but the difference is,
We've got
this
more.
time I got the easier question.
Hey, Howard.
It just proves it's a crapshoot.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is? Vinny puts hard questions with easy questions. It should be all the same level.
I know. He doesn't understand what the level is.
It was so unfair.
I
And there's
didn't know
got to be
what the order
rotation.
was going to be.
I mean,
Now, where
It's
is...
the luck of the draw.
but it shouldn't be.
No.
There should be something that
It should be
gets
the same
questions
level.
to be the same
All right,
level.
I don't care.
A, B, C.
How do you make that
they're
jump?
I want to
always
meet
hard
the
when
guy.
you don't
Here's the
know
guy.
them.
Here's the guy. Here's the guy. All right, here,
Hey,
here,
Marty,
go
I'm
to
sorry, man.
He's schlepping the board like Christ.
We have some show. All right, Robin, you have one for Alan Rydell from Lexington, Kentucky. By the way, Barry Williams was an excellent host, and I would invite him back to do this again.
In spite of what everybody says about
Vinny
you, you were
sucks
great.
as a-
He'd rather
as a
play with
question
Millionaire.
picker, but Barry was very good.
Yeah, what is that, Barry?
I'd rather play Millionaire.
Well, next time maybe we'll do Millionaire.
Great.
You're really good at this. You're
You
good at
were.
it.
You
Thank
were
you very much.
wonderful.
You know, I felt bad for you at the beginning of this because
Oh,
you were a
about
child star, but
It seems you can handle yourself.
right. It seems you
still
got
right
some
now.
ability. All right, Alan, you did. Alan, you sat in the green
You
room,
sat in the green room.
and Robin won for you.
Thank you.
She answered the most questions, therefore she is the winner, and you are the winner.
I was glad to do it for you.
Now, this is exciting.
This is the big moment.
All right, you are going to get, Alan, a chance to spin this wheel. As you can see, everything is marked $10,000. There's one marking that says $1 million.
Just one?
Just one. It's a shot at $1 million.
I don't like you had 3 easy questions.
Alan, what do you do for a living?
I deliver pizzas.
You deliver pizza. So this would probably increase your income 2 times.
Howard, this is $1 million tips.
Yeah.
Right. This is $1 million
You know
tips.
what? $10,000 would change his life.
Right. You're already ahead of the game.
Actually, a sandwich would change his life.
What would you do with $1 million if you won it?
Probably just buy a house, invest some.
Buy a house, invest. Sounds good.
Yeah, stocks are
Smart
good.
man.
Yeah.
Give some to Barry.
Smart.
Pay off the ex-wife.
Yeah. Isn't it 2 ex-wives?
Yeah, no.
That's just one?
Just one?
No.
Okay.
You're still paying that first one?
No, that's done too.
Oh.
That was just the trial marriage, and now I'm in the real one.
Now he's delivering pizza.
So you chose the lump sum payout over the annuity?
All right, so here it is. Your shot. Are you ready to do it? Now you have to spin it very hard.
How old a gentleman are we dealing with here?
I'm 22.
All right.
Yes, I was once 22. All right, here we go. Now get ready to put some thought into this. Spin it hard, though. It's got to go around and around and around and around.
What are the odds, Howard?
Here we go. What are the odds?
Yeah, 1 in 100, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, that's not that bad.
It's not bad.
It's better than the odds to get on the show.
That's right. Here we go. Do it. A pizza delivery guy spinning for $1 million. Robin has her fingers crossed.
Boy, you gave that a real spin.
Why don't you put those fingers in my crotch? Do me a favor.
This is taking longer than it took to play the game.
That's okay. That's okay. Here we go. Round and round she goes. Where she stops, nobody knows.
I'm getting dizzy looking at the wheel.
I know, it's really going.
I'm taking a look here. This is exciting. This looks good. Looks good.
I think he might get it.
Oh, he's
got a shot.
He's got a shot.
Oh, it's coming by. Oh, wait, we got a full time around. I think you're going to get it. Let it go.
Oh, my God.
Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, you know we're close, bro. You know what? I think you got to keep the pizza job. $10,000 ain't shabby,
You know
though,
what
brother.
you get? You get to leapfrog with a naked Benji.
All right, so here, Howard, from i1.com is John Broad to present the check.
You want a fake check?
Alan, congratulations on the 10 grand. We love giving away money every single day. We give it away $10,000 just for using our search engine on our site, and we're happy to do it for you today in the Howard Stern Show.
You're a winner.
Thank you. I'm a 10,000 air.
You're a 10,000 air. Let me tell you something. And
They
how much?
don't grow on trees, you know.
That's right. I bet you a lot of chicks are going to come on to you now, and I want you to be careful.
Thank you.
Just remember when you were a plain old pizza delivery guy, where were those women then?
Back in the day, I'll remember that.
Okay.
Now I'm going to buy my friend's computer.
Thanks to Barry Williams, who, of course, is the great host of Weakest Dink here today.
Hey, Barry, what's your website?
Yeah, anything you want to know about what's coming up, what I'm really doing, and
Oh, yeah,
going
I
on,
can't wait to find out.
BarryWilliams.com.
All right, we'll be back right after these words. The Weakest Dink.
Tom, what happened, Tom?
I got, I'm not into the old TV. I got stuck twice on those.
Are you embarrassed at all that you lost to these guys?
I'm embarrassed that Casey knew 2 and I only knew 1. But I take my question in terms of the difficulty, against any of the questions that were asked. I don't know how many people knew those 4.
How do you feel your performance went for your first hosting job?
That wasn't a performance. I was simply hosting, trying to facilitate the game, keep it moving, keep it going.
What happened?
Well, I was getting interrupted a lot, but you see, even though I was given the hosting chores, one must always remember whose show it is. And if the host of the actual show is interrupting, you got to kind of go with that flow.
Right.
But actually, Howard was very complimentary. He said that it went very well, and I have become the quintessential host. So, Howard, we're holding you to that. I'm coming back in. We'll do it and do it and do it. We'll keep having fun and winning money for people. It was great. I loved it. I had a great time doing it.
All right.
I may have a future in game shows now.
Yeah, do you think so?
Yeah.
That's where you're going to go?
Barry Wiliams, former child star, game show host.
So you won, man. Congratulations.
Yeah.
So how does it feel?
Pretty good.
Were you surprised that Robin was the one that actually won?
Yeah, I guess.
I guess. Well, do you want to thank her?
Yeah, I did thank her, but definitely,
Thank her here again.
Okay, where is she?
No, just thank.
Oh, thank you, Robin, very much for getting all the questions right and having me win at $10,000. That's great.
Let me see your check.
I know that feel.
Feel good, huh?
Yes. Kind of afraid to walk back.
And I mean, we're pretty friendly, Johnny and I. Or
you
PJ.
didn't drink the moonshine. Maybe
Yeah,
that's
right.
what it was.
Yeah, PJ.
When you drink the moonshine, you get to call him PJ.
Yeah. And the whole resort was like transformed into like a Jimmy and Molly thing because there was a bar and it was called Jimmy's Bar.
Oh, so for the night, it's Jimmy's place.
And you wouldn't believe this. I get to this resort in Ojai. I forget the name of it. Very nice place, gorgeous. And I get there for the wedding and everything. And the guy says, your room isn't ready, Mr. Stern. I go, oh, fuck, not one of those situations. Like, where you got to sit around and wait. And he goes,
right.
Well,
you really don't get to check in until 3 o'clock.
Yeah. I left super early in the morning figuring I could take a power nap and then be all set for Friday night for the big festivities, for the big barbecue. So now this guy's fucking with me because I've got it all worked out that I'm going to get to California early, take a nap, and be all set up. Maybe even get
Now you don't have a room.
Now I don't have a room. They go, oh, well, Mr. Stern, we can give you a different room, but, then you can't unpack or anything.
Yeah, because they're going to give you a holding room just to wait for your real room?
I even looked at the guy and go, you got to be fucking kidding me. I'm the wrong guy to do it. I have a radio show. The rest of these dweebs don't. You can make them wait, but don't make me wait. It made no difference, though. I tried to throw my weight around. It didn't matter.
No weight.
No, I had to wait, so I'm just standing there.
You lost 15 pounds. You had no weight.
I'm standing there, and then Beth goes, oh, I forgot my sunglasses, so we had to go buy a pair of sunglasses. And then I walk out, and Jimmy's in a golf cart driving around. He goes, oh, I heard you had to wait for your room. Let's drive around and look over the resort while you're waiting, which was really good of him. I mean, I figured the guy's busy with his wedding, but
right, now he's your tour guide.
Yeah, but he wanted to show me around. So I get in the golf cart, and I'm in a golf cart at a golf resort, essentially, and I said, what the fuck is with all this golf? I mean,
they have actual special conveyances for it.
Yeah, I said, I've got to be missing out on something with this golf because there's this place was like 800 acres of golf, and if they're filling up this place constantly with golfers, there's got to be something to it.
There's whole places where people buy a home off the golf course.
Yeah, because they have to be near golf at every minute.
Yeah.
So we're driving around and we're looking around. There's really not that much to see. Jimmy showed me where the pool is and this and that. And I said, what's over there? He goes, oh, that's the driving range. I said, let's hit some balls. Now, I've never hit any balls in my life.
Do they have clubs that'll fit you?
It wouldn't matter because I wouldn't know how to hold the club anyway. I use a club for hitting people over the head. That was the perfect size. So Jimmy pulls over, and it's me, Jimmy, and Beth, and we get out, and the guy gets we get a bunch of bags of balls, and they give me a driver, Is that what it's called, a driver?
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're going to drive the ball.
Yeah, I guess it's a driver. I don't know. Now I'm like, what did I get myself into? Because I'm going to look like a douche. I've never hit a ball before. And even though I announced to everyone. First I get out of the cart and I go, my room isn't ready. I announced it to anybody I saw that my room wasn't ready. Then I announced, I've never golfed before. And it's not like me to try anything athletic. You know that. I'm not looking for any new challenges or to humiliate myself. I get humiliated enough in life. But we went down there, and I said, Jimmy, let me see you do it. And he did, and he took a swing, and he hit the ball.
Did he know the stance and everything? He knew the grip?
Yeah, but Jimmy wasn't really teaching me anything. You know what I mean? Like, he could have said, hey, this is what you do. I go, Jimmy, how do you even hold the club? So then I go, Robin, I whacked this ball over 300 yards.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
To the furthest flag. Jimmy goes, wow, that's a pretty good ball. Now, normally...
That's Tiger Woods and better.
Yeah. What?
Scott DePace just hit me on the speaker. He goes, I'm calling bullshit.
Scott, here's the problem. Beth was videotaping it. I got it on video. I got it on my iPhone.
Yards? I can't hit a 300 yards.
Call Jimmy. I hit it over... So I said, well, that's just beginner's luck. Well, they put down one ball after another, and I didn't hit every ball 300 yards, but I'm telling you, I hit 20-25% of my balls 300 yards.
What are you doing sitting here? We got to get you
That's what I
as a
said.
professional golf.
So they call over the pro. I said, you got to watch me. I stopped everybody. There was even some guy there, like he looked like he was a pro. I said, you got to watch me hit this fucking ball. I think I'm an idiot savant.
He just won the U.S. Open.
No, you're just an idiot, he said. No, I said, this is unbelievable. And I'm whacking balls, and now I'm going whacking balls crazy.
Now you're loving golf.
You know what, though? I said, there's no way I'll ever be able to do this again. Like, I'd go out on a course with a bunch of guys and probably miss the ball 57 times. And not only was I whacking the ball 300 yards, I didn't even know. I put the tee all the way into the ground.
Yes. You didn't even have it sitting up?
No, the tee's supposed to be sitting up. Jimmy didn't even tell me that. I said, Jimmy, I go, what's with this tee? He goes, oh, no, you gotta... And once I put it up, then I was really fucking hitting the ball.
Wow.
It ain't that hard. But then someone explained to me, it isn't the driving that's hard. It's when you get to the hole to get it in
the accuracy.
Yeah. Even Jimmy was like, shit, I can't hit it that far. And he goes, man, your accuracy was like I was right near the hole.
Wow.
But I wasn't really aiming. I just addressed the ball, go, hello, ball, and then I just hit it. So evidently I'm like the world's greatest golfer.
Apparently, Howard, what I'm getting from the office is they want to see the video.
Gary, come here. You got to see this. I don't know. I would release this. I would put this on the web, actually. But I don't know what Jimmy's talking about. Like, you know how like Jimmy's in the background talking to Beth. I just want to make sure it's nothing confidential.
You should...
Here, wait. I got my phone. I know. This is unbelievable. Wait, what?
You should let DePace watch it, just because, I'll look at it too, but he's the...
And you won't know what...
Listen, I'm not lying. You can ask my wife.
300 yards is, Howard, it's a ridiculous amount.
I hit the yellow flag. It's over 300 yards. 300 yards, and not just once.
He wants to see it.
What do you want from me? Wait, let me get... It's going to take me a while to get it. Don't get too anxious.
300 yards is like... You know what it's like saying? It's like saying... I went down to Citi Field yesterday, and I was taking batting practice, and I hit one into the upper deck.
What can I tell you?
Right?
Ask Jimmy. I only have one of my... Here, wait, this is one of them. I think this is it. Let me make sure. Oh.
The next day, it said, move over, Charles Barkley. You're no longer the worst celebrity.
All right, wait. That's Jimmy talking to Beth. And Beth's taping me. Here, come here. Get over here. You got to see this, DePace. Come in. Watch me fucking drive. You're not going to believe this shit. Watch this.
Poor posture.
Yeah. What do you want from me? First of all,
look, wait till you see him.
First of all, I'm 6'5", and the fucking the little stick that you hit shit with is too goddamn small for me. I gotta get.
That's why I said I didn't think they'd have a club that would fit you.
I gotta get my own fucking clubs. Like Mark Consuelos has his own clubs. He had them shipped down there for the weekend.
He's wearing all black on the golf course,
yeah,
too, right?
Dude, I just stepped off a plane.
Oh my
what do you want from me? I didn't have any clothes with me.
Scott,
my
Scott, just see the shine. All right.
Fucking
it's
dick.
grass. What are you supposed to dress for grass?
The next day, it said, move over, Charles Barkley. You're no longer the worst celebrity golfer.
Oh, stop it. That's hilarious.
That's pretty good.
Down there is the yellow flags. I hit 300 yards, and I hit it 20 times in a row.
That's not
Hey, I got that on video.
That's
Yeah.
What?
Tweet that, I said. You wouldn't believe it.
That's pretty good, man. At least you hit the ball.
Hit the ball. I'm telling you, it's nothing for me.
But
I'm
Scott,
like fucking Tiger Woods. I'm Tiger Woods.
What I'm saying is, like, remember when Tiger Woods was 4 years old and everybody was going crazy about what kind of golfer he was going to be? They should be doing the same for you now.
Yeah, but my father ignored me. Tiger Woods' father paid attention to him. I'm telling you.
So now you know how fun it is.
But Scott, was that 300 yards?
No, there's no way that's 300 yards.
It's not.
I don't even know what 300 yards means. The guys were telling me I was hitting it out to the yellow flag. I go, how far is that? They go, 300 yards. Jimmy goes, yeah. And then I did it again because nobody believed it.
300 yards is the line of you're a great golfer.
I'm a professional golfer.
I would say that's about 200.
Dude,
Let's go play.
Dude, they mark it off. I'm not telling you. I'm not making up the 300 yards. This is what they mark it off. The yellow flag is 300. The purple flag is 200. The shitty flag is like a black flag that's like, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Good job, man. That's all. It's hard to even touch the ball when you're a beginner. That's good stuff.
Yeah. That's it. I'm retired now.
Come on, let's go play.
You know what? I could never do better than that.
You don't understand the camaraderie, all the fun. You hang out for 18 holes.
But I want to win.
Yeah, I do too.
So like I'll never be able to do that again. That's got to be beginner's luck, right? I mean, it's got to be.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Or maybe you should actually try to play one game. Suppose you are the world's greatest golfer.
I know. What if I am?
And the only reason we don't know it is because you would never play a game.
It's true. Who knows? I might be the world's greatest pianist too. We just don't know yet. I won't try.
Don't you think it'd be fun hanging out with me for 18 holes? Come on.
I actually enjoy your company.
Let's go do it.
Yeah. All right.
Have you really ever spent time with him?
Yeah, actually, I have. Spent the whole weekend with him. We had a good time.
You weren't alone.
No, I had other. Are you crazy? I had other people there. I'm gonna be alone with them.
Golf might be alone.
But anyway, this guy doesn't play. What do you mean? There's no way you hit a golf ball 300 yards? I know I did because everyone was there, and I got it on tape.
You hit it off the grass and without a tee?
No. I had a tee. I didn't know how to put it. I didn't realize the tee sticks up all the way. Like I had it pushed all the way into the ground.
Will you put it on Twitter or something so we can all see it?
All right.
All right.
Oh, yeah. Hey, please. Jason, if I send it to you, can you... I don't even know, but I don't know what Jimmy's talking about in the front of that video.
He's just telling a story about Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley, but I don't know. Is that something that he...
Charles Barkley is notorious for being a terrible golfer.
Right. Charles had a show where he did like a 20-week show to fix his swing on the Golf Channel.
Do me a favor, Gary. Just listen to the dialogue before you put this on the web and make sure that Beth and Jimmy aren't saying something.
Just take the audio out if need be, but I'll listen.
Here, I'll forward this to you. Forward all. Include. Baba Booey. Gary Delabate. That's his real name. Yeah, all right.
Well, that's because you're in the inner circle. You know his real name. You don't have to call him Baba Booey. His professional name.
Oh, there I am, Robin. There's my. Oh, so Robin can see my swing. Look, whack, 300 yards.
Like I said, it's a loss to golf.
Robin, you see,
you won't pursue this.
You see all those brown spots on the lawn? Those are all the balls I missed.
Is it safe to say you've been waiting for this discussion the entire time you've worked here? I mean, this is such a passion of yours.
It's safe to say that I have said what a great job this is, but how much better it would be if Howard were into golf, just playing all the time, all the access we would have. But no, he's never been into it. In fact, he belittles it.
Describe what you saw, really, now that you're out of the studio. Was it pretty bad?
I saw, poor posture. I saw a guy wearing all black on a golf course and sort of a limp-wristed type, look. He was sort of like this, and then he went up a little stiff, but then he hit the ball real crisp. It was real solid. So
he was at least striking the ball well, because a lot of times you top the ball or or
I would guess that he would miss it, top it, whatever. Like you do that a lot.
Completely. I'm in my own head times a million. So once the beginner the beginner's luck and you start actually thinking about what you're doing, that's when the trouble hits?
He'd be miserable if we actually went. It would, the first hole, he'd miss it, and he'd be like, fuck this.
Do you think that day will ever happen?
I hope it does. I hope. If there's one thing he could give me, it would be a nice round of golf. That would be a really special day.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Hey, by the way, everyone keeps asking me about the Trayvon Martin case, and I was shocked by the verdict, actually. I don't understand the laws down in Florida. My feeling all along was this with this thing. The basis of my questioning was everyone said, not everyone, this guy Zimmerman, and by the way, that's the most startling thing in this case. A Puerto Rican guy's name is Zimmerman.
Yeah, a Hispanic Zimmerman.
Yeah. I go, but wait, how'd that happen? Never mind any of the other questions about who's guilty or innocent and how someone ended up dead. His name is Zimmerman. And you go, oh, wow, this is a Jewish guy versus a black guy. No. They go, he's a Puerto Rican guy named Zimmerman. That guy, fucked up world we live in. You can't tell what anybody is anymore.
And the point is, it doesn't really matter.
If I was a prosecutor, I'd come right out questioning even that. Sir, we need to know, how is your name Zimmerman and you're Puerto Rican? Anyway,
maybe that was the argument.
My take on this whole thing was, because everyone was asking me, what do you think is going to happen? I said, look, the bottom line is this. This guy Zimmerman claimed that this kid, Trayvon Martin, was suspicious. The question, what was so suspicious about this kid? He was black. I mean, what was he doing? He was walking down the street in a hoodie. And a lot of teenage kids, white and black, wear hoodies. So why was he suspicious? What is suspicious about Trayvon Martin?
It was the neighborhood, and Trayvon was black.
Right. That's it. End the case. There's no reason for this kid to be suspicious. I don't know. It seems really fucked up.
But that isn't the question as far as I'm concerned. The question is, was he supposed to engage with this kid at all? Why was he?
The cops told him not to
follow him around.
The cops told him not to.
Yeah.
And then the guy walks. I don't get it. I mean, I don't get it. It was weird.
Yeah, they got some. I don't know what the jury heard.
Right.
You didn't sit in the courtroom. But they had, I remember a couple of days listening to testimony from some experts about, what Trayvon was doing at the time of the gunshot.
Yeah.
That they were tussling somehow. And Trayvon, one expert was indicating that Trayvon had to be attacking Zimmerman when the gun went off.
Well, I'm just convinced that, if I was the prosecuting attorney, I wouldn't, you know what I'm convinced of? These juries can't handle facts. They give them too much shit to think about. I just would get up there. I simplify everything. I just go like this. Look, I'm not going to waste your time here. One question. This guy Zimmerman says this kid's suspicious. He wasn't doing anything except walking through a neighborhood. What's so fucking suspicious? That's it. And then I would have said, okay, the prosecution rests.
But
I'd love to ask this guy Zimmerman. Why
he didn't take the stand?
No, of course not. Why do you think this kid was so suspicious? What did he do?
But it's not illegal to think someone's a suspicious person, Howard.
It should be. I don't know, man. It's weird. So, but look, I wasn't on the jury, but anything I saw was. That's the problem why I can't sit on a jury, because I already make up my mind within 3 minutes. No one can change my mind.
You don't have to hear the
no, I never have to. Testimony unnecessary. Let's get out of here. I pretty much know the answer before I start.
when Howard Stern's staff asks him the questions they've always wanted answered. It's time to Ask Howard with Rachel Fine.
All right, Howard, you ready?
Am I ready? Yes. This is a new feature we're doing. This is called Ask Howard. This whole feature came out of the fact that I don't want to blog. I said to Jason, I'm going to blog on our website, howardstern.com. And whenever I sit down, I go, oh, I don't have time for this. So Jason goes, we'll ask you questions. And then Doug Goodstein said, well, why not put them on Howard TV? And so thus Ask Howard. That's how this all evolved.
Well, I'm excited.
But I'm ready for Ask Howard.
All right. Question from Howard 100 News reporter John Lieberman.
If you could interview one person, dead or alive, whom you've never interviewed before, who would you choose and why?
Well, I've said this before. To me, with interviewing, I like interviewing anyone that interests me. So, but off the top of my head, it's usually like rock stars, because I idolize rock stars. If I idolize anyone, it's rock stars. Mick Jagger. I'd like to sit down and do a David Bowie interview. I don't know how interesting they'd be. Like Steven Tyler's so good because he's so open. But I think I could open those guys up and get something interesting out of them anyway. So maybe those guys.
Question from J.D. Harmeyer. He asks,
what's the most surreal moment or moments you've experienced as a celebrity?
In terms of a surreal moment, I guess it would have to do with either me being in the room with somebody I worshipped as a kid. Like, it was surreal for me. The very first interview I think I ever did on radio of a celebrity was Soupy Sales. And I know for fans of the show that sounds weird, because I was not nice to Soupy when we worked at NBC together. And that is one of my biggest regrets. I acted like a jealous asshole, and I should have been more supportive. And I did apologize to him later on, but it wasn't enough. And I do feel bad about that, because Soupy was my hero growing up. I loved his show. I loved the characters popping in. I was a little boy, and I worshipped Soupy. And he was the first guy to ever come on my show when I was in Washington, D.C., and do a celebrity interview kind of thing. I had interviewed a couple of rock stars like Billy Squier and stuff in Detroit, but I remember Soupy as being a regret. And so it was surreal the first time I was there with him. I couldn't imagine that this guy was talking to me. Another surreal moment was palling around with Don Rickles at Jimmy Kimmel's house. Like, that was weird. And then I got to go to a dinner party with Don Rickles in the same weekend. And we were hanging out. And Don Rickles was like God to me. Don Rickles was more important to me in terms of the education I received about going on talk shows, I watched talk shows like those people were my friends. I didn't have any friends, so I'd watch them. And I'd watch Mike Douglas or Merv Griffin and see Don Rickles or Jackie Leonard. These are names like some people won't even know, like Toady Fields. Like, they were great talk show guests. And those are the people I remember. So palling around with Don Rickles and him, saying my name, Howard, was very unusual for me. And maybe the final answer would be making a movie of my life. That was insane. And I don't think I was caught up in it at the time, but now that I look back, that's pretty big stuff. To get to do that in my lifetime is crazy. And, on a personal level, everyone will always tell you having kids, that's kind of unbelievable that, like, wow, there's a kid that I somehow helped to produce,
Question from Mike Ganji at Howard TV.
When you open up the mic each day, can you describe what that feeling is like when you first go on the air?
At first in my career, it was dread. Like, I'm going to screw this up. I'm going to make a mistake. Something's going to go wrong, or I'm not good enough. Now when I open up the microphone, I'm really intrigued as to what I'm going to say. There is a basic outline that I do. I do a lot of prep before the show, believe it or not, at night. And I'm pretty well prepared, but I never know exactly where I'm going to go. And a lot of times that agenda will even come from a conversation I'm having with Gary. Literally, I'll be in the back reading a newspaper. I've got my whole agenda set in my head for the first 15, 20 minutes. and then I'll have a conversation with Gary, and whatever Gary leaves me with, I'll just pick up right then and there and start going.
Again, I don't know if you want to get into the vortex. We never talked about how Benji had a bit where you guys would lose weight, whoever lost, got to look at the other one naked for a minute.
But it's now kind of a blank feeling. It's like I'm calm, I put the microphone on, and I know what I have to do. And if everything's in place, especially if Robin is there and Fred is there, I'm fine. Like those two people in particular, because they've been with me the longest. And now we have a great team, too. I mean, like Benji sitting there is of great comfort to me. Gary being in place is of great comfort to me. And having everyone around, Sal, Richard, all those guys, even Ronnie, like, you know, you can pull him in, you know, if something's going on. But I've become a lot more calm. It used to be dread.
There's never a nervous butterfly kind of feeling?
Not anymore, no. Used to be, especially when I had to spin records. I lived in fear of that kind of radio show. I hated it. That's the thing that prompted me to stop playing music completely. I hated that aspect of, oh my God, if the records, there's dead air, and what if I have to go hit the commercials and they don't work, and what do I hated that. I hated that pressure.
I want to thank you so much for taking the time to sit down. This was fantastic.
Thank you, Rachel. Great job, and I appreciate being dressed up today for this.
Just for you.
The only staff member who dresses up for anything.
Were you going to go over the notes now?
It's up to you.
Yeah, we might as well.
So he's interviewed every president. He's interviewed every president from Gerald Ford on.
What do you talk to Ronald Reagan about over at lunch? Like, do you talk pussy or do you what do you do?
You still banging Jane?
Yeah, right.
You know, he was on Larry King Live on CNN for 25 years, stopped in 2010. You know, he prided himself.
Killing him. I mean, because that was his whole life show.
And now the best part is the ratings are shittier than when.
Yeah, right.
Left.
Well, that's kind of my first opening discussion. Right. I mean, it's a killer.
I wonder if they've ever, in any way, shape, or form, contacted him about the possibility of coming back.
All right, Larry King is here. Larry now has a show on Hulu and Aura.tv. I'll ask him about that. I'm not sure I even understand Aura.tv. Larry King was the host of Larry King Live for like 25 years or something crazy like that.
And he was on radio for even longer, right?
Larry King. Wow. Hi, Larry.
Never saw him out of a studio before.
I know. Hey, Larry, I said to Robin, how long did you host Larry King Live for? 25 years?
26. It turned out to be, it was supposed to be 25, but then when we parted ways, they told me to stay an extra year, so I stayed 26.
26-year run.
The longest, what is it? I got the Guinness thing. It's the longest running show hosted by one person at the same time on the same network.
Did you, you started out, they were paying you $200,000 a year. By the time you finished, you signed a $35 million contract for
4 years.
4 years. Did you ever think that it was going to like work into that? Because when CNN started, and you first started there wasn't that much happening.
The story is, I started on their 5th anniversary. They went on June 1st, 1980, and I joined them June 1st, 1985. And I was doing my radio gig like you were in Washington.
Yeah.
And I had a real nice gig. I was doing my all-night radio show. Was all over the country. I had the first national network radio show, and I was very happy. I had a local television show on Channel 7.
Did you do both at first? Did you?
I always did both.
You always did both?
Yeah, always did both. So, and then Ted Turner calls me up. Dan, I love working there. Nobody liked Ted. And he calls me up like on a Tuesday, and he says, Sandy Freeman's doing a show here from 9 to 10 at night. Her husband's breaking my back. He wants a raise, and he's our manager, and I'm going to ship it to him. You want to do the show? You want to take over 9 o'clock?
He called you himself.
Yeah, and you want to do the show next Monday? He had done my show a few times, so he knew my work. So I said, well, I don't know. I go to ball games. I got a local television show. I'm not married. It was Oddity Week.
Right. you were between marriages.
I'm not married.
Right. I want to have a life.
And CNN wasn't in Washington. You couldn't see him in Washington.
Right.
So I said, I don't know. So I said, all right, my agent, Bob Wolf, the late Bob Wolf, great guy.
You had that agent for how long?
Till he passed away. He passed away in 1993, I think.
When your agent dies and you've had that guy, the same guy, the whole career, do you trust anybody to be your agent after something like that?
You have to trust.
Right.
And I had some recommendations, but I had some nice people replace him. I stayed with his agency for a while. He had a big agency. And then I moved on to ICM. But anyway, so Bob comes back to me and says, listen, you're making $200,000 on the radio.
Right.
You're making, I think, $85,000 doing one television show a week. That's $285,000. You're single.
Go have a good time.
Do you want to do this? They're offering you $200,000, so you're going to double your pay.
Right.
But you'll miss your hockey games, your baseball games, because you got to be there at 9 o'clock. So he said, I worked a deal with Turner. They'll give you a 3-year deal, but the option is yours. At the end of the first year, you can get out.
Wow.
If you're unhappy. So give it a year.
Right.
Well, I tell you something, Howard, God's honest truth. I went on the first night. Mario Cuomo was the guest. I knew in 5 minutes.
You loved it.
I loved this shit. It was just there for me.
And then you gave up the radio show.
I gave up eventually. I did. Right. I gave up the local TV show. And
what was your life like doing? What were your hours when you did overnights? Was it midnight?
Midnight to 5:30.
Was that did that wreak havoc on your life?
Well, I was single. No, it didn't. I'll tell you why. The show was so fun to do. I would go in. We'd have great guests. People would come there midnight to 3 in the morning. And then they'd leave, and then from 3 to 5:30,
you take phone calls.
Open phone America on anything. So one guy could call about his girlfriend, another guy could call about the President of the United States, the next guy could call about the Boston Red Sox.
And wasn't it liberating because, fortunately, there wasn't like a lot of ratings information in terms of overnight, so you didn't have to sit there and kowtow to like the program
but
director.
We started with 28 stations, and when I ended it in 97, after I was just making too much on CNN, I didn't have to do both. I moved to California. You know, it was hard to.
Yeah.
We were on
Mutual Radio Network.
Yeah, almost 600 stations.
Wow.
Became Westwood One.
That's amazing, isn't it?
It was such fun. You know, of all the things I do, and I do print. I wrote for USA Today. I've written 16 books. I write for USA. I wrote for USA Today for 20 years. The television show was an enormous success. Radio is the favorite.
It was? More so than that CNN show?
Yeah. Personal to do?
Yeah.
Because one, it was the most personal, and two, I could explore all my talents. I couldn't be funny on CNN. I could be if I had a comic and I'd work off the comic. But basically, it was kind of mostly a serious show. On radio,
you could have some fun.
You could do anything you want.
Right.
And people, and I always loved, I know you were the same way. I love your movie. Why is your movie not on HBO?
It pops up everywhere. It
comes from time to time.
Yeah, they should bring it back.
Yeah, they do. It's on all the time.
That was a terrific film.
It was a fun. And you know what I liked about it? I when I did it, I made it very clear I had to make it representative of real radio stations that I'd actually worked at.
Anybody in radio knew it.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted it real. There had been so many bad radio movies, like FM and stuff, where guys aren't even wearing headphones and stuff. I wanted it to be authentic.
Ivan Reitman loved working with you, and Ivan's a good friend of mine. He directed me in Ghostbusters, the first movie I was in.
Ivan's a great director. He was so brilliant that he would sit in a screening and go, "Oh no, you have to take a different take here, where you pick your head up and it's funny."
Oh yeah,
he knew what was funny.
He knew what was funny.
Yeah.
The only thing when we were making Ghostbusters, I was the first thing shot in Ghostbusters. Still, I think in the top 3 of comedy movies, gross.
Fantastic movie.
But so I was the first thing shot in New York. It's a funny story. I never been to a movie. I'm doing my show in Washington, my radio show. Wasn't on CNN yet. And they did it at 1440 Broadway, the old WOR studio. They had to run the wires all the way up to the 22nd floor. And I'm downstairs and sitting with Ivan.
Right.
And he says, I have no idea how this movie's going to do. I said, why? He says, Belushi died.
Right.
And Bill Murray has taken the role, but he's only taken on the grounds that he does Belushi's lines. He will not change a line.
Wow.
So every line Murray did in Ghostbusters 1 was written for Belushi.
Wow.
That was his tribute to Belushi.
Right.
So then he says to me, another thing I don't know, I've never done a gimmick movie, and there's ghosts in this movie running around, but I don't know what they look like. And I won't see that until the end. So he says, so, I'm going to have them shooting at the wall, and they don't know what they're shooting at.
Yeah, and they didn't do a lot of that back then. This was fairly innovative.
And so when it came out, the first time he saw ghosts was when the full print was done.
Wow.
That was really interesting.
And why do you think it's not better known, that story, that Bill Murray wouldn't change any of Belushi's lines? That seems pretty legendary. No, it wasn't at all.
So anyway, another funny part of it is I get to New York, and they said a limo will pick you up, and I have a big stretch limo, and I'm in the back of the limo, and the guy driving the limo is not wearing a black uniform with a little black hat, but he's wearing like a pea coat and jeans, and he weighs like 240 pounds, and he looks back, and I had to say to him, I said, I haven't ridden in many limos, but you don't look like a limo driver. He said, well, I'm not, I'm with the Teamsters.
Yeah.
I says, and we got the contract for all mobile things, connected with this here film. Right. So he says, so we drive in the people who are in the movie, and when you see the movie, there'll be a Ghostbuster truck. We drive the truck. We have the contract for every movie in New York. So I said to him, well, supposing I was producing a movie here, and I didn't use the Teamsters. And he turned around and goes,
you'll be with Jimmy Hoffa.
Good luck.
Yeah, we'll find out where you're buried in a few years. Speaking of movies, and this is totally off topic, do I have it right that you appeared or shot a movie with Paris Jackson recently?
No.
No?
They proposed a movie.
Right.
A very good series of books, children's books. It's about mermaids and people. It's a very good idea. Distributed in schools, has a good message. The writer who wrote it is a wonderful guy. And he sold this package deal that would star Paris Jackson as the star. Right. My wife was going to be the mermaid, and she can really sing. You know, Sean.
Yeah,
She's very good talent.
Yeah.
And I would be like the narrator, sort of. But it's never. All different deals have come forward. Now, Paris, at the time this was signed, Paris Jackson is 12,
right,
and looks 12.
Yeah, right.
Now she's 18, and she looks like she's on Hustler.
So you're right. So deal over.
Well, I guess they keep floating it around. I'll tell you, the movie business is the world's strangest business.
Right.
They get letters. The money will be in Thursday at 2.
Right.
The money can't come in due to the Patriot Act.
Right.
Why? Well, it's coming from China, and they have to look at it.
That's true.
The money will be in midnight at the bank in Utah.
It's still strange. Even the big studios get weird financing from all different types of people.
Who puts up Ted Turner? You want to hear a great Ted Turner story?
Yeah.
You love stories, right?
Yes.
Okay. Ted buys MGM from Kirk Kerkorian for whatever he paid for it. And he always wanted to own a movie studio. He's a kid, loved movies, loved Gone with the Wind. So he bought MGM. And he owns it for a month. And he realizes that they put all this budget into a movie. And at noon on Friday, you know if you're going to make money.
Yeah. And it's the worst gambling odds on the planet. You're better off in a casino.
So he says, this is a crazy business. I spend $40 million, and on Friday at noon, they tell me how I'm going to do to the penny. They don't. So he said, I couldn't stand the business. So I go back to Kirk Kerkorian, and I said to him, can I sell the business back to you? I'm going to take it at a loss. Kirk made money. Right. Okay, so he buys it back at a loss. As Ted is walking out the door, now Kirk is a great guy, Kirk Kerkorian. He owns hotels, he owns Vegas.
Very successful guy.
Very, and a great guy. He turns around, Ted, and he said, oh, by the way, Kirk, could I keep the movies, the old movies? And Kurt Carr says, sure, what am I going to do with old movies? Send me to hotel movies.
Right.
That's Turner Classic Movies.
That's Turner Classics, yeah.
He got that for nothing.
Did you think Ted was a kook when he called you to offer you the job initially? No. Now we know he was a genius and all that stuff.
He's a how would I describe Ted? He's a manic depressive.
Right.
Takes lithium.
Right.
He's the most I can't emphasize enough, most loyal person ever lived. If you work for Ted Turner, he stands by you.
Right.
So in other words, let's say your work, Howard Stern, with all the crazy things you do.
Yeah.
If he hired you and he knew what you were,
he'd back you up.
He wouldn't let a call go into the studio to you.
That's unbelievable.
I mean, that's Ted. Stand by him. He stands by you.
So, do you feel betrayed by CNN? I mean, and also, how do you feel about? They give the show to Piers Morgan. You know.
Well, I'll tell you about the ending.
Yeah.
I had done 25 years, and I did that extra year for him. And I'd always had 4-year contracts.
Right.
I was the highest paid guy in cable. I had a real good deal.
Right.
And they came to me 3.5 years ago and said, you know, we're changing, you know, we're changing direction, or we're going a new way, or something, whatever they say.
Right.
So we're going to give you a 1-year contract. So I felt that was
a smack in the head.
Yeah, you know, you're getting 3 or 4 years, now they're going to give you a 1. But I was 73 years old, and 74, so I said, okay, I'll take the 1, and I worked the 1 more year and left. And
are you glad you did the 1 year, or should you have left?
No, I'm glad I did, because I loved working. I loved working there. I had a great deal. And then they gave me an extra 3-year contract, which just ends now. They gave me a nice piece of change to not be around.
Right.
Colin Powell told me a nice thing. I was driving to Atlantic City, and I was driving, not to Atlantic City, driving to Vegas, and my wife was going to meet me there. She was coming down from a home in Utah, and Colin called, because I had announced it on the air the night before. And he says, you know something, this might apply to anybody. When the train gets to the last stop, get off.
Yeah, but here's my point. So they bring in Piers Morgan, which you were critical of, because you even said, I prefer if someone like Ryan Seacrest, you're
my
fond of him.
recommendation was Ryan Seacrest, only because this. I think...
Did Ryan Seacrest want the job?
I think he would have taken it. Right. Yeah, because that time Ryan was just beginning to burst, you know, producer and look. Right. But Ryan loves working. I think he would have taken it, yes.
Yeah.
And I thought that I had nothing against. I didn't know Piers Morgan. My suggestion about Ryan Seacrest was that if you're going to follow someone who, forget whether it's Larry King, if someone's been there a long, let's say Howard Stern.
Yes.
You leave in 10 years.
Right.
And someone's going to replace you. The best person to replace you would be someone well-known.
Right.
So that the person who sits in the chair is known to the public. Doesn't have to be the same style as you.
Right.
But it's a person.
have a certain respect.
A certain ambiance. So let's say, okay, Howard Stern is leaving. We're doing a new kind of concept show. He'll be on the same hours. The replacement is Bob Costas. Costas is funny. You'll get a lot more sports. Well, now no one would say Costas is bad.
Right.
Well, you're not going to slam him.
Right. So you think getting Piers Morgan? I mean, he was known from America's Got Talent.
But whoever steps in to someone who's been there, Sinatra told me this long ago. When you've been around for a long time, right? There's a lot to be said for longevity. Yeah. Never knock longevity. Somebody likes you, and when you leave, the toughest spot is the next guy.
Yes.
The guy who's in the best spot is the guy who replaces the next guy.
That's the truth. And do you think Piers should have embraced you or come and met with you and sort
He came, he made a statement that's like following Sinatra.
Right.
The only rub, I didn't even have a rub. I don't dislike Piers. I've been on his show a couple of times. He's a nice guy. I don't do the show the way he does it.
Do you check the ratings? Because the truth be told, your ratings were way higher than Piers.
I don't check them. I'm told that.
Right. Do you have satisfaction in that?
There's yes and no, because I like CNN a lot, and I like the people who run it.
But you don't lay down at night and go, ha, 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 they got rid of me.
My wife does.
Right. But you don't have those feelings?
I try,
You got to admit, you got to feel good when you leave. And the people who replace you can't do as well as you.
You don't put it this way. You don't feel terrible.
Right.
Okay.
But I think Piers, and I told him this. I know Piers, and I respect him and like him. But I said, you're miscalculating how difficult that time slot is. You're up against, ostensibly, Fox News, MSNBC. They're doing shows, political opinion shows, kind of like what Bob Grant did in the old days of radio. And they're doing this kind of Rush Limbaugh type of thing. If you're going on and doing straight celebrity interviews, that's a real tough time slot at 9 o'clock with everything.
So they've changed it a little. He's very opinionated. I never was.
Right.
I always left my ego at the door. You know, I try to ask who, what, where, when, why.
Yeah.
I was a different kind of journalism. I was more personality. I was funny. I don't think Piers is funny. but I don't dislike him. It's just not my kind of broadcast.
Right.
You know, I gravitated toward
You don't watch it?
No.
You never will.
I'll turn it on. If I read a guest is on, then I'm interested in the guest. And then when he got into this gun thing, and then he was doing guns every night.
Right.
It might have been getting good numbers, but I don't like programming that is guns every night and guns every night and guns every night.
So you don't
But I have
listen.
nothing personally against him. In other words, I don't wish him to fail. No, I don't go around like that, Howard. Maybe you do.
I think I used to more in the old days. I was seething with anger and really.
I remember when I knew you back in we were both in Washington. Right?
Yeah.
And you had an ability to hate.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Some guys can dislike.
Right.
Some guys can have anger.
No, I have real anger.
Hate.
Vicious hate.
And people you hated. Let's take Imus.
Right.
You hated Imus.
Yeah.
There was no, say it.
Yes.
I hated Imus.
I still do. I haven't lost that.
Now, look at all your success.
Right.
Yet you still have that little burning... I don't have that because I didn't know Pierce.
You ever been in therapy, psychiatry?
Short period of time long ago when I was only in my 20s and I was having difficulty still dealing with the death of my father.
Your father died when you were 9?
9.5.
9.5 years old. You never get over that.
You know, you don't. And the bad thing, Howard, in retrospect, this is true. My mother and father had lost their child before I was born. He was a 6-year-old boy. He died of a burst appendix.
Wow.
So my father really grappled me, took me, hugged me. You know, he took me to ball games.
You meant everything to him.
Everything. Right. Because he wanted a son. He had lost a son. I had another little brother who was raised kind of normal. You know, was equal with mother and father, but my father raptured me. I walked with police officers down the street.
Because he was so afraid something would happen.
Yeah, he made a little police uniform for me. Cops knew him because he owned a little bar and grill. He tried to enlist in World War II. He was a little over age. He was 45. Went to work in a defense plant, and one night he died.
Of a heart attack?
You know.
Yeah.
And when I got home, I was a real good student. I'm carrying home books from school. Cops were at the building. I still remember this. And we lived in a 3-floor walk-up in Brooklyn, and these cops came downstairs. 2 of them were crying. They loved my father.
Right.
And this one cop picked me up and put me in a squad car and drove me around. He told me my father died.
Wow.
And I took it as leaving me.
Right.
I didn't understand death.
No. To a 9-year-old, my dad left me.
My dad left me.
Right.
Why did he leave me? I didn't go to the funeral. I didn't cry.
What do you mean you didn't go to the funeral? Your mother didn't force you to go to the funeral?
She didn't.
You said you didn't want to go, and they just let that be.
I just do not want to go. What are you going to do? Drag me in a car? I won't go in a car.
Wow.
My brother went, and the family went.
It's pretty evolved of your mother not to drag you there anyway.
Yeah, and my mother raised me and my brother, and then her mother died 3 weeks later. It was a tough time for her. She never remarried. We were on relief for 2 years. You ever been poor?
Well, we were in a wealthy family, no, but never on welfare.
I was on welfare. 2 years. We call it relief.
Yeah, I read a story about you that to this day you will never wear wire-rimmed glasses because they used to give you free wire-rimmed glasses.
No, my first pair of glasses was bought by the city of New York.
And that
New York
changed
is
you, right?
New York is still the most generous city in the world.
Absolutely.
New York, you don't need national welfare programs. New York will take care of you.
That's right.
If you're listening to this radio show now, and you're down and out, you don't have to beg on the corner. You can go somewhere. They call it relief.
That's true.
And so New York City paid a 75% of the rent.
Wow.
And gave us a living allowance. And when you had need, like my eyes were going bad.
So why?
And they bought my first pair of glasses.
Why do you think you don't have the same anger I have? I mean, the anger is you felt left by your father. You have real father hunger. You wanted that attention from a man.
And it's made me a good father.
It has, because because in other words, you recognize how badly you want a father, and you do that for your kids.
Correct.
Is it at your age? How old are you now?
79.
How are you managing 10-year-olds? Aren't you fucking exhausted?
They're 14 and 13 now.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
They keep me young.
Do they?
Oh yeah.
How much involvement do you have? I mean, are you really?
Well, for example, I'm here in New York doing interviews for my Hulu show.
Yeah. What Hulu's the network that
the network is Aura.
Right.
The story is, I'll give you a quick story, and I'll tell you about the kids. Carlos Slim, the richest man in the world.
He's a Mexican guy who
$76 billion.
And he made $76 billion because what? He owns cable and
telecom systems. He also owns Saks Fifth Avenue for a while. He owns 20% of the New York Times. He owns a lot of real estate. He's a wonderful guy. He's got 6 children, 3 boys, 3 girls. They're all grown. They all help each other. It's a wonderful family. I've been to Mexico City. Anyway, he invited me down to Mexico City to speak to he gives out scholarships every year. And I went down, did my shtick. I always talk funny. I had a lot of laughs. And then he drove me around in his car, and then he came to the United States. He went on my CNN show. We had dinner at the house. We had a great dinner.
Right.
I did it with Barry Bonds, Ernie Banks, the mayor, Sidney Poitier.
You loved that.
Yeah. Oh, Ryan Seacrest had signed a $20 million deal that morning, and he had a funny line. Now he's with Carlos Slim, and at 8 o'clock that night he says, for 7-8 hours I thought I was rich.
Carlos Slim ruined it for him.
Ruined it.
So
anyway,
yeah.
he said, you got to do something. You can't retire. You got to do something.
Right.
And my wife Sean came up with the idea, well, why not the internet? It's the next big thing. Why don't we do a show, have a little network on the internet, we'll do a Larry show, and we'll add other shows. And so Larry King Now started, and we hired John Houseman away from Murdoch at Fox, and he came over to run Aura TV.
So how do I get that Aura TV?
You get Apple TV hooked into your set, and you go to Hulu.
And then you're on with the Larry King Show.
Larry King Now, it's called.
An hour a night?
A half hour. And it's on in perpetuity. That is, you can watch every show we've ever done.
Right. Do you like doing that, or do you miss the action of being on CNN? I mean,
I miss the action when there's a big story.
Right.
I love doing this. I love doing, today we're doing Dwight Gooden, we're doing Rudy Giuliani, and former Senator Lieberman.
You know what you got to ask Dwight Gooden about? I think I once read a story, something that when he was in prison, he was going to go to the shower, and everyone said to him, stay out of the shower today. Today's a real bad day to take a shower. And he's like, what the hell? The pipes must have burst. What are they doing? He didn't realize they were going in to rape a guy. And they were warning him, don't go in there because we're going to get you too.
It must be in the book.
Those prison stories are absolutely insane.
You want to hear a great prison joke?
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
You led me right into this.
All right, let's do it.
This guy's about to go to prison.
Okay.
And he's scared, He's saying to a friend, gee, I gotta go to prison, income tax. I'm very scared. He says, see that guy over there? Go over and talk to him. He just got out of San Quentin. Right. It might help. So he goes over. He says, you just got out of San Quentin? He says, yeah. I'm really scared. Can you help me? He says, oh, don't be scared. It's not all it's cracked up to be. He goes, you like good food? Yeah. Monday is Chef's Day at San Quentin. The top chefs from California come cook for the inmates and teach you recipes. You're going to love Monday. Tuesday, you like movies? Tuesday is movie day, the best. Bring you all new movies. Directors come. They tell you how they made the movie. You're going to love Tuesday. Wednesday, you like exercise? Oh, they bring in all the major exercise equipment, and fitness people come and teach you fitness. You're going to love Wednesday. Now, Thursday, are you gay? No? You're not going to like Thursday.
Thursday's a tough day. So you've got the kids now.
Well,
be
my wife
honest
and I,
with me.
yeah.
You have help, right? You're not
we
sitting at
have
home with
we
kids.
we have a kind of a coach and a nanny, but I go to all their games.
A coach lives with you? What are you talking about? A coach and a nanny?
No. I have a nanny who's a lady who helps take care of them. There's a maid.
Right.
And a lady. We live in Beverly Hills.
Right. So in other words, you're not sitting there watching kids all day.
No. However, in all activities, for example, I take them to school every morning.
Wow.
My wife and I go to PTA meetings. We meet with the teachers. The 14-year-old is going to Notre Dame High School, very good school, emphasizing baseball. He's a very good baseball player. They're playing already.
Is that important to you?
Yeah.
It
so
is.
when
You
I get
love baseball.
I love baseball, and I love that he's good at it.
Right.
And he wants to play it.
Right.
So when I get back, he's not in school yet. They're
But
playing with the Notre Dame
But
freshman
aren't you
team.
out of control? I read that you went to a game.
Don't ask.
And you got into a fight. You're one
Not
of
a
those
fist fight.
fathers. Yeah, but you started yelling with one of the...
I'll tell you what he did to me this ump.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
All right, let's hear
It's
this.
the 6th inning.
Because, they tell every parent, calm down.
I'll tell you what they do in Beverly Hills.
Okay.
The kid slid into second. My son was a shortstop. He had second tag, and the umpire says safe, right?
Okay.
So I'm in the stands. I go, safe? How would you call safe? The whole world knew he was out. And he looked over at me, and all he said was, keep quiet, Mr. King. Keep quiet, umpire. I says, keep quiet? Keep quiet? I'm from Brooklyn. I'm passionate. That kid was safe. And then I did the stupidest thing. You are a moron.
Oh, my
And he
God.
said, I'm a moron. You're out of here. And he threw me out of the stands.
Were you ashamed of yourself? Or
I had to walk all the way out to left field, out of the stadium, and sit in the car.
Yeah.
And my wife, the big backer of me, says, "Go, you deserve this." I go out through the field into the car and sat in the car, and friends called me and told me about the game.
Yeah.
I got thrown
Was
out.
your child embarrassed?
Yes,
that,
yeah.
They yell at you?
Every game I go to, both kids say to me, "Dad, stop it.
Calm the fuck down.
Sit quiet.
Yeah.
Sit quiet." They don't even like if I say, like, they have a lot of privilege they have is they know all the ball players.
Right.
I have season tickets, so they go to Dodger games. Sometimes they go on the road with the Dodgers. They meet the players.
Right.
And my son, Chance especially, the 14-year-old, will say, don't tell him I'm a good player.
Right.
Don't say
Don't brag. Keep your
Another
mouth
thing
shut.
that drives me crazy, you might know about this, Howard. How old? Your girls are grown now.
Yeah, they're older.
These 14, 13-year-olds do not talk. They
text.
They text.
Yeah, my kids too. I mean, it drives me crazy. They only text me.
Chance had a girlfriend for 7 months. And I saw she was a very pretty girl. I said, "Do you talk a lot?" "Oh, they broke up." But he said, "We talk every day. 10, 12, 13 times a day." "Wow, must be a lot of picking up the phone." "No, we don't talk."
Right. It's weird.
Text. They broke up texting.
Meanwhile,
so he didn't know her. He didn't know nothing about her.
You're not even sure they were in the same room ever.
I don't text.
Right.
I'll show you a phenomenal thing about me.
You don't text?
I'm on the internet.
Right.
I'm paving the way.
Do you have a phone?
Yes, I do, but...
You have old school.
A flip phone.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God, that's a big one.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I was in the Apple store. My wife was in the Apple store. You know what I noticed about the Apple store? There's a lot of people in there.
Yeah.
It's always jammed.
Right.
Meaning something's wrong. Something's
Why
going
are they
wrong.
hanging out so much?
And one guy came over to me and said, "Where did you get that phone?"
They were jealous of your phone.
Jealous of I love that phone.
Well, why won't you get an iPhone? Why?
Because I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
Because I think it's a freaking disease. I watch.
You sound like my mother.
I watch people with iPhones. I go to dinner with 3 friends.
Right.
We go to dinner. I'm eating alone.
I know.
They're all
and
on
you like to communicate. When you would
I'm a verbal communicator.
When you would go to dinner with Ronald Reagan, you had dinner with him, right?
Yes.
What do you sit and talk to him about when he was the sitting president? He was
just had left office.
Oh, he just left office. You're very comfortable going to a celebrity's home,
yes,
and kind of hanging out
because I know the secret, which is
what is the secret?
Talk about them.
Pants one leg at a time. No, not talk about them.
Right.
Talk about things. Include them. And you'll find the reason Bill Clinton is the world's best dinner conversationalist is he's as interested in you as you are in him.
So is the secret to hanging out with a celebrity, especially someone as big as the President of the United States, it's just that you don't get intimidated, you think of them as a regular person.
Correct.
And then the third rule of thumb would be interested.
That's right. And be curious. Well, you're sitting with a president and you say things like, I would say things like, well, what's it like to send people to war? What is that like?
And they answer.
And then
you
they get in the conversation. Oh, yeah, I was doing this. They tell you little stories.
But are you really interested, or are you just?
Oh, aren't you interested?
Yeah, I'm interested. But still, it seems like you're working when you're. It doesn't seem relaxing.
It's not work to me.
It isn't.
No, my life is who, what, where, when, why.
Right.
That's my life. When I was 9 years old, I'd get on a bus. I'd ask the bus driver, "Why do you want to drive a bus?"
Really?
You don't want to sit next to me on an airplane.
Is that really true? You would sit there, and that was your whole life.
Yeah, I was on with Barbara Walters yesterday on The View.
Did you date her? Ever?
No, too old.
Too old for you. By the way, I had Katie Couric on here the other day. Yeah. She talked about, she went on a date
Talked
with you.
about your date.
Story, and she told the wrong story.
She did, because I want to know why you didn't close the deal with her. She says she did not give you sex.
She did not give me sex. We necked. But she said she had a roommate. The roommate was my executive producer, Wendy. Wendy, then covering for her, denies this. I know what happened. I know what happened. We went out on nothing went wrong. We went on a date. I thought something was going to happen. We get up to a door, and she says, "I have a roommate." That's the last I saw. So where was I? What was the story I was going to tell you?
And you gave up on Katie Couric? That was it?
Yes, I did. Hey, come and go.
That's it. Is that the style?
I don't chase.
You don't?
You're like a salesman. It's numbers, right?
I don't chase.
I still wonder why. You know, I think because you're from an older generation. You were always the type of guy you'd get married
rather than live with someone, or
rather than live with someone. You felt living with someone was sort of wrong.
I never spent the night at a girl's house. I always had to go home.
Why? Because you felt it was disrespectful?
I was raised in a culture. No one I knew got divorced.
Right.
Jews in Brooklyn, no one got divorced.
Never.
Now I moved down to Miami where everyone got divorced.
Yeah.
And I realized something. It was true to be that what I liked at 30 is not what I liked at 40.
Right.
And I'm always amazed at people who are married 50, 60 years of all the compromise they had to make.
Right.
Now, it took a while. I met Sean, and that's been now 17 years. That's my longest. And that lasted because younger children came along. I was a better father with these children.
You were more mature.
And I was more successul.
Right.
You know, life bettered in. I have a nice home in Beverly Hills. Life's been good to me, and I've been successful. And
but when you're in a period in your life where you were getting hammered in the tabloids and all that stuff, was that driving you nuts? I mean, it's hard to stay married. It didn't. It didn't.
No, it's hard to stay married, but we worked that out. But I discovered something about.
How do you work that out?
Because I discovered about the tabloids.
Yeah,
they are meaningless the day after, unless they get on a case. If they get like John Edwards, they got on his case, and they had him dead to rights.
Yeah, but you look at Anthony Weiner. Now here's a guy you think he was ruined, texting with the penis, the whole thing. They just did the latest poll today in the paper. He's ahead of everybody if he should run for mayor
today. What's the truest thing? There is a second act in America.
Always.
The only thing you can never come back from, I think, is if you were a predator, little boys.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Murder even you can come back from?
Hey, I bet you OJ's going to come back at his own show. I'm telling you.
I tell you, you know how OJ could have beat the whole... in America, here's all OJ had to do. Biggest mistake if he had good advice. Let's say you're at the scene, you kill the wife, and you kill the kid.
Right.
You stop right there.
Right.
Drop your gun, fall down on your knees, and say, "Oh my God, oh my God!" And come on, what happened, OJ? Oh my. I just was, oh my God. I went to this recital today, and my wife, she wouldn't let me see my daughter. I couldn't see my daughter. And I was crazed. I was just nuts. And I went to her house, and here she's in the negligee, and this young waiter is coming to see her. And I don't know what to do. And I got to go to Chicago. I just lost it.
You think that weren't you amazed?
That doesn't work.
Hold on. No.
Larry, you're crazy.
You're not done. Okay.
Hold it. I'm not done.
And Sean, if you're listening, you better be careful.
No.
Larry's got it all figured out.
He's worked it out.
That's right.
All right. He's not done. He's arrested.
Right.
He goes into court a totally beaten man.
Right.
I'm guilty. I don't want a trial.
Right.
I'm guilty. Please put me away. Please. I don't. Don't put your head up. Never smile. Look your head down.
Right. You're completely depressed.
Your lawyer makes a valiant statement about rage and how you lost it, and they give you, under circumstances, they give you an examination. And you go to prison.
7 years.
7 years.
Right.
Okay. You come out after 7 years. You are now the #1 expert on rage.
Right.
You made a study of rage while in prison. Guaranteed you have the O.J. Simpson rage hour.
That's right.
You deal with people, you help them with rage.
Because you're claiming there's always a second act.
You're as big as ever. And you replace
But O.J. didn't even go to jail for this, Larry.
Well, who would have predicted that?
He did beat it.
But who would have predicted it? Were you shocked when O.J. beat it? I mean, you were on the air for that.
I was on the air for that. That's how I moved to L.A.
You kind of did the play-by-play of the chase, too.
I was on the air in Washington.
Right.
I was interviewing Cindy Garvey, who was talking about O.J.'s wife, and then suddenly they cut in, there's a car chase. I didn't know L.A. at that time. They gave me a map.
Right.
And I was broadcasting for 3 hours right through that whole car. I knew O.J. pretty well.
I know. And would you ever believe that O.J. was going to get off on that? That trial?
Remember, they thought he was going to kill himself in the car.
Right, in that car.
Right.
That was momentous television, man. The world was watching that drive.
Is that the kind of thing you think is the highlight of your career? You know what I think the highlight of your career is? I'm trying to pick out a moment for you.
I'll give you my
what is your super highlight?
The parole-gore debate.
That's what I was going to say.
That was the biggest audience in cable
When
history.
I used to watch your show and Ross Perot would be on, and he would sound so reasonable, and the way you interviewed him was, "Hey, Ross Perot, you're a smart businessman. Give me some down-home advice." He seemed so sensible, and before you knew it,
propelled.
We all felt Ross Perot really should be president.
He said some of the smartest things. I remember when they were talking the other day about something Ross said. He said, segregation, treatment of blacks less than whites, is economically idiotic. So forget the moral aspect. Put that aside. Right. You're in the South. You build buildings, school buildings, office buildings. You got to build 2 bathrooms. Instead of one wind, one
man.
right. You got to build 2 water
Colored and white, it used to
2
be
water
called.
fountains.
Right, yeah.
So it's costing you more plumbing. And then we'll do a smart thing. He said, then let's not give them a good education, right? So then they'll never buy a Buick.
It's dumb.
So
he would explain everything for the economy, and he sounded brilliant.
Intellectually dumb.
And he was like a Harry Truman. He was very down home and this and that. And before you know it, then you're hosting the debate.
Yeah, and I am hosting a debate over NAFTA, and then I hosted the best debate. The wildest was when Bush debated McCain. They hated each other.
Yeah.
They hated each other.
So I agree with you. That is the highlight of your career, the Ross Perot candidacy.
And then the second would be 9/11.
Right.
And going down there and broadcasting 73 straight days. You were here in 9/11,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, I was on the air.
Right. And I came there. We were on for 73 straight nights. I went down to Ground Zero 2 weeks later. Fire commission. I went to the Burn Center. I always would think, I thought about you in this regard.
Yeah.
What does a broadcaster who depends so much on humor do with that?
You want to
I
know
would
something?
imagine you became a professional broadcaster.
Yeah, people...
there were no jokes, were there?
No jokes. I was on the air.
There wasn't anything funny about that.
No. And in fact, David Letterman called me. He said, I want to hear your broadcast, because I stayed on the air for like 9 hours or some crazy amount of time. And everyone said, well, you better get out of there. I go, where am I going to go? I'm not going to go somewhere. Some of my staff decided to leave. Some people stayed. But we stayed on the air. And no, now we became a conduit for people who were in their cars, essentially, to hear what was going on with 9/11. And I think we did a very reasonable broadcast. All of my fans were calling in with eyewitness accounts of what was going on, and it was tough radio. It was just awful. As it was hitting me, as this thing was going on, I was like, oh my God, this is really happening.
That's when you're a professional, because you're down and you're depressed.
You're in shock.
It's your city. You're in shock, but you got to be a pro. The mic's on.
Yeah.
You can't do, oh my God.
You can't get too freaked out. What did so getting back to Ross Perot for a second, did you vote for Ross Perot?
I did.
You did? Because did you say to yourself in a self-serving kind of way, if Ross Perot gets into office, I mean, I'm the guy who got him into office. I'm probably the second most powerful man in the world. Was it that you were just so blown up?
I like Clinton. Right. And I certainly like Bush the First, who's one of the great guys in the world, Bush 41.
Right.
And you had to like Clinton. You can't dislike Clinton.
I think he was one of the best presidents we've ever had. I think he should still be the president.
You're not kidding. I was attached at the hip to Perot, though.
Right.
We were like buddies, and I got to like him so much as a person, and I knew things about him that the public didn't know, like his. If you were a veteran, he hired you.
Right.
If you served in the armed forces, he was a real American.
Right.
And he was a little ahead of his time in areas, but then he lost it.
Why did he screw up? He got crazy, right?
Yeah, he lost it. He had bad advice, and he never should have listened to it.
He started opening his mouth in areas probably he didn't know too much about.
He would talk to NAACP, and he used the term which they regret, is you people.
Yeah. Oh.
You people can do better if you people.
Yeah.
No one likes to be you people.
No.
Picture a bunch of Jews standing around being told you people.
Yeah, well, go fuck you. We're not voting for you. That's the end of that.
How do you like having a show where you could say that word?
I love it, and I'll tell you why.
That word, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I say the word off the air, of course. Right. Everyone says the word. As Lenny Bruce, who was my dear friend, used to say to me, it's the best word ever.
When you were broadcasting in Miami, you knew Lenny Bruce.
Very well.
Your career was similar. You got fired from almost every radio job, right?
One big one I got fired from.
Why did you get fired?
The station went all black. It became urban.
So it wasn't anything
you couldn't fit in?
No, you couldn't be on an all black...
Hello there. But Lenny
Bruce...
Lenny taught me... Lenny is a precursor to you.
Right.
But Lenny was a genius, a true genius. He had an IQ of like 182.
Wow.
He was a heavy risk taker, and he loved it.
Did you know he was an addict?
I know. Well, you know how he became an addict. He really sad. Lenny had a virus, a terrible virus, and it was very painful. And they moved him to Mount Sinai Hospital in Miami Beach, and they gave him morphine.
And he liked it.
He got hooked on morphine. And then heroin and all the rest. And he liked it.
And no one could approach, like, you were a close friend of his.
Yeah.
And you couldn't go to him and say, hey, man, they didn't do anything like an intervention back then. You probably didn't even know he was on it.
Yeah, I was going to say, did anybody really understand addiction?
Well, no,
then?
and then at the end, his act got all talking about his legal cases.
Right.
But I tell you how Lenny thought. You would have appreciated this. I'm doing a show in Pumpernickel's Restaurant in Miami Beach. I was 23 years old. And Don Rickles was the guest. And Don and I go back a long way. And in comes Lenny.
You were 23 and you're doing a show with Don Rickles.
Yeah. And Don was
Was he known at that point?
Local clubs.
Okay.
He was known in Miami.
Yeah.
And in walks Lenny. This was an audience in the morning. In a prison uniform. And I said to him, where'd you get the prison uniform? I got a friend in Rayford, the state prison. He smuggled me out a prison uniform. I like to wear it. And it had a number on it and everything. And I said, well, what do you do with it? He said, you know what I like to do? I like to go up to cops and ask directions. And then I like the cop looks at me like, is this an escaped prisoner asking for directions? And then the cop has to say, no. Why would an escaped prisoner
to be
ask me directions? Then the cop would say, but wait a minute. How about a brilliant escaped prisoner who would think that the cop would think I'm not an escaped prisoner when I really want directions? And Rickles said, Lenny, get a job.
Oh, my God, that's so funny. That's great. Just reduce him to that. Did you go to Don Rickles' tribute?
No, I was not invited.
You were not invited? I'm surprised.
Yeah, I came in, I was in town, and I love Don, and Don...
What a genius he is, right?
He is.
If you want to learn how to be a great guest on a talk show, you watch Don Rickles.
Correct. He knows what he knows. I've had so many funny instances with him. I've been in audiences with him. I've been, for example, years ago in Miami Beach. I've got very friendly with Sidney Poitier, but I didn't know him then.
Right.
And I ran in late. I got off the air and ran late to see Rickles at the Eden Rock. And I sat down. I took my late mother with me, and she sat with me. And Poitier came in late.
Right.
He was doing a movie, and they sat him right next to us.
Right.
So now we're sitting, me, Poitier, and I was well known in Miami.
Right.
And Rickles walks on stage. He looks down and he says, "Larry, you'll hang around with anything."
So damn quick.
Oh, and then he said, "Hey, Sidney, you're not going to enjoy it here. There's no chicken. There's no watermelon." And then he'll turn around.
And by the way, you never said anything like that back then. I mean, that was insane. And he got away with it somehow.
He got away with it because he was loving. You know, you knew that he was really a sweet guy. I mean,
you knew he wasn't a racist at heart.
Oh, no, never. He never cursed on stage. Never cursed. Never used bad language.
No, because I went to dinner with him recently, and I said to him, how did you get away with going like to Sidney Poitier and doing some kind of racial humor? He says, no one ever thought I was evil or bad. They knew I was good at heart.
He never was evil. Well, let's all Americans.
Yeah, but I don't even think he understands how he got
Everybody
away with
stand up and let's praise each other. Let's get an example. We have some Arabs in the audience. Would you stand up? Stand up. Look at these. They're ordinary gentlemen. They're every day. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Get a machine gun, mow them down. But he could just be. Don is. He did a movie called. With Clint Eastwood in Yugoslavia, Young Warriors or something, a war movie.
Yeah.
And I get a letter from him. "Dear Larry, you know how boring Yugoslavia is if I'm writing to you."
So great.
How dull it must be. He said, "I don't want to say the country is poor. We were going to go out tonight, but Tito had the car."
Like he could just be funny in a letter.
Oh, he's never not funny. The only person...
Was Jackie Gleason funny off the... No, he was a serious guy.
Gleason was a comedic actor.
Right.
He wasn't
not a comedian.
Not tell jokes. He thought funny.
Right.
You know, he thought things funny, but he was not a comedian.
Was he out of control?
No, never. We drank a lot.
Right. But women, though? Tons of women, right?
A lot of women, but a good guy. Golf was his passion.
Right.
But he was a genius. But the true, most brilliant person of all is Mel Brooks. There's no one in Mel's league because Mel has enormous intellect and is incredibly funny. And at any minute, at any moment, you know, his son Max wrote World War Z.
I know.
Yeah.
But Mel could be... I'll give you a quick Mel story. The World's Fair in New York, 1964. They had a World's Fair here. There's still replicas of it on the Parkway.
Right, absolutely. Yeah.
So I come up to do my radio show at the World's Fair, and Mel Brooks is my guest. And I said, do you want to play the 2,000-year-old man? That's the most genius album ever made.
Right.
Here's a man who's 2,000 years old, and he doesn't know what you're going to ask him. So I said to him, we have a man here, he's 2,000 years old. So the first question is obvious, what do you think of the fair? The World's Fair. He goes, fair. Wait a minute, you call this fair? Fair. Were you at the first fair? He said to me. Were you at the first fair? No, the first fair was in 0087. The whole world came, 713 people.
Yeah.
The whole world. And then he starts rambling.
Yeah.
There's no means of transportation, so they put the fair at the bottom of a ravine, and people rolled into the fair. And the people became their own exhibit. Watch them roll in. Then I said,
whole world showed up.
I said, look at what we have here. We have the monorail. He said, that was good. The monorail, that's good. Look at this. We have automatic things and things propelling to the sky. Yeah. Did you have the burning bush? We had the burning bush. We thought it was a ride.
And he was ad-libbing all of this.
Then he goes like this. I said, what was the big hit of the fair? Oh, big hit was Moses.
Right.
What did he do? He parted the Red Sea 3 times a day, 4 times on Sunday, 6 drachmas.
Like a dolphin show.
6 drachmas. He had a press agent, Marty, went over to him and said, Moses, you keep this up, I get you 10 pages in the Old Testament.
Oh, my God.
To think of that.
Yeah, off the top of your head. Yeah.
He's just... Did you know Columbus? Oh, what a dancer. The best dancer in Genoa. You know, the Queen had a husband whose nose went out and made a left turn. So she gave Columbus money to take an apartment in Paris. He bought chips.
It's unbelievable that guy's that quick. And I know.
Unbelievable.
Unreal. And people forget that when he wrote Blazing Saddles, he wrote it with Richard Pryor. The two of them writing together in a room. Isn't that mind-blowing?
How about all the music he wrote for the producers? He wrote all that music.
Yeah,
that opening night, sitting next to him at the producers, was one of the great events of an opening night event of my life.
Does a guy like that still get nervous on an opening night?
He laughs, he tumbles. Why? And he'll get.
He doesn't worry about whether the things are hit?
Why aren't they laughing?
Oh.
You know, if you go by one, I wrote that funny. Why aren't they laughing? Oh, at intermission, a guy came running up to him. Did you see the producers?
I didn't. I did not. I mean, I know the movie. I don't know the. Yeah, right.
A guy comes running up at intermission. I am mad at you, Mr. Brooks. I was in World War II, and this is a shameful thing you're doing, saluting Hitler and making fun of this. I was in that battle. I fought for this country. And Mel said to him, "You in World War II?" Yeah, she says, "I was in World War II. I didn't see you."
And then the guy shut up?
Yeah, he runs. I didn't see you because he does it so. You ought to get Mel here.
Yeah, well, I would love that. I just was watching that AFI tribute to Mel Brooks. It was really, really good. I mean, it was really compelling. I mean, the other one I'm watching too, and I know Robin is the Richard Pryor one too. Did you ever interview him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wonderful man.
What a brilliant guy, but wow, how troubled was he?
Very troubled, but he may. Other monologists call him the best.
Yep.
If they talk about who we revere,
right,
they go to Pryor. Probably because of risk taking, right? And he had a way. Chris Rock is a transcendent from him.
Chris Rock is a genius.
Oh, did you see the play he did?
I didn't see the play.
I didn't go to see the play, but we've seen him on stage many
the play,
times.
He was brilliant. He was a terrific actor.
Yeah, but his stand-up is unbelievable. And Eddie Murphy was amazing. Amazing stand-up. Jerry Seinfeld's coming in a few minutes. Another amazing stand-up. Endless amounts of material.
Jerry worked so hard at it. I did a movie with Jerry, the Bee Movie. I was Larry D. King. It's all about bees.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, the Bee Movie.
Yeah, and he had me underground. I'm a bee doing the show, and he says to me, there's a guy up on Earth named Larry King. He does a show. He says, well, I don't care.
Jerry got, I don't know if he got angry with you, but he got annoyed with you.
When I asked him.
You were interviewing him.
Yeah, and I said, why did Seinfeld go off the air? Why did they take you off the air? He got very mad because they took himself off the air. They were never taken off.
He wanted to go out on top.
I didn't know that.
Right.
And I apologized later. We were fine with it.
But you can't possibly know everything with the amount of interviewing.
And I also don't read. I don't read a lot of stuff like why a show left the air.
But I never believed that about you.
I don't read tidbit stuff.
Yeah, I understand that, but you must have done research on your guests.
I did do some I can't do everything. There's no perfect interview, Howard. Maybe you.
Come on, beside me. Yeah, I'm so perfect. I'm so wonderful.
But you have all those producers, Larry. So don't they prep you?
I get information.
Yeah.
So to sum up, you're happy now. You're on your first of all, let's mention that Larry King now is on Hulu and Aura.tv.
Correct. They distribute it. I'm also on Artie, the Russian network. I'm licensed.
What's that about?
That's licensed to them, and they broadcast
the same show.
They license it out, and they do a political show, and I'm not employed by the Russian government.
You're happy. You don't miss the dating because you were a dater.
I don't miss it.
You don't miss it at all.
No.
But do you still have that urge sometimes when you're sitting across the desk and a beautiful woman?
Yeah, I got to tell you.
What the hell happened to you?
I had prostate.
You had prostate cancer. That'll do it. Yeah,
I had prostate cancer and I had radiation, and that cured it. So I am totally prostate cancer free. However,
you did not do the operation.
Did not do the operation.
And you say, however,
there's a side effect.
You can get it up.
You gotta have
Viagra.
No, I'm a heart patient, so you can't take Viagra.
So what do you do?
I'll do things.
You can. You always find a way.
You find a way, but I don't have. It's there's a nice peaceful thing. I don't lust anymore.
Right.
And,
is that a peaceful thing for you?
Absolutely.
And you get a lot more done, don't you?
You do.
Yeah.
And there's no complications in your life.
Yeah. In other words, you're a good husband.
Sex screws up your life.
It does.
You're never in danger.
You're right, and you're focused on your family.
Correct. I will never be seen going into a motel with them. That will never happen.
It ain't worth it.
You know, one thing on Lenny Bruce before I go. Lenny Bruce used to say, if you're a cheater, the people never believe honesty. So if you want to cheat, take the girl you're cheating with and go into the lobby at a Fontainebleau hotel and say, "This is Irma. I'm taking her upstairs. Everybody get a good look." It's Lenny.
Yeah,
he's kidding around.
Him,
But take her to the Tic-Tac-Toe Motel, 46 miles out of town. Your wife's cousin's behind the desk.
Yeah, they'll figure it out. That's the truth.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that. I didn't know you had prostate cancer. You know, I have friends who have had prostate cancer, and they describe to me it's just a nightmare in the sense that you never pee the same way.
No. You pee a little more.
Yeah.
But and there's no pain involved. You take the test. I sometimes wonder. I had it on. They do a biopsy, and they give you 10 little things. On 2 of the things I showed positive. They wanted to be. The guy says, you can lift 95, 98 if we do this radiation.
Right. Or if you hadn't done the radiation, probably you could have lived with the prostate cancer, possibly.
Maybe you die with it, not of it.
Yeah,
maybe.
Right. And
but
you don't know.
You roll the dice.
You still miss smoking cigarettes?
No.
And not at all?
Did you smoke?
I did.
I had a heart attack, and that day I stopped smoking.
I know, but do you ever think about it?
No.
And isn't it amazing what a waste of time it is? Smoking.
Yeah, it wasn't a bad habit. Because it felt good, it was an oral habit. But last night I saw a play, Lucky Guy. Tom Hanks is freaking brilliant.
Wow.
And everybody smokes in the play.
Was it driving you nuts?
Oh, no, but there was a moment urge where I said,
that looks cool.
Looks pretty cool.
Well,
Howard, I love being with you, Howard.
Love being with you, Larry.
Now, you got to do my show.
Yeah, I'm going to have to come on your show.
You're going to come on my show.
Yeah.
I'll come to New York. You'll do my show. You'll love it.
All right.
You know what, Larry?
Come on, don't give me the all right.
All right.
The one thing Larry doesn't probably know, Howard, is, you were Larry was one of the first people to ever interview you on a national show.
Is that right?
When he put you on his radio show at night.
Correct.
And
the all-night show.
You were very excited about doing that.
Well, yeah. I mean, can you imagine?
I propelled you.
Yeah. Why don't I remember this experience?
You were on You were on WWD. You know why you don't remember? Because you forget things.
I forget everything.
You know what? He wasn't on WWDC at that time. We were in New York on WNBC because I remember you had to go to Washington.
Correct.
That evening.
All right.
To do the show.
Well, thank you. Even though I don't remember it, thank you for doing
Well, it's nice to know I made your career.
Yeah, there was one thing. I'll get you. You made a lot of money in your lifetime, and you certainly have enough money to live the rest of your life, whether you work or not. And
I got 2 kids, and I got a house. I got to support the house.
Did you become not an entire victim of Bernie Madoff, but did you invest some money with Bernie?
I'll give you a quick Bernie Madoff story.
Okay.
Freddie Wilpon, the owner of the Mets, is a great friend of mine, and we went to high school together. And he says, who handles your money? I said,
somebody. Yeah.
So, no, the company. He said, I'll try to get you with Madoff. Because Madoff.
Do you a favor.
Wait a minute. He turned down a lot of people. Right. He turned down my brother. And I never met Madoff, never spoke to him. And Freddie called me one day, and he's all excited. He'll take you.
Oh, God.
So I gave him money. It's a true story. I gave him money over the years. I would give him money, take out money,
Right.
So over the years, I gave him $4.8 million.
Right.
And took out $4.1 million.
So
over the years, you got insurance things. And when you took out money, it was wired in immediately.
Right.
There was no one faster than Madoff. If you said we need 300, bang in the bank. Okay. So my wife said to me one day, "Why don't we give him everything?" We started at 250. Anyway,
listen to that one.
I was down 700. No, the day he was arrested.
Right.
I was
down 700.
Down 700,000.
And I got 200 back from the Madoff people.
Right.
The guy handling his, and the government gave me 500.
Right.
For paying taxes on stock I never had.
Right.
But how he pulled that off, his Ponzi scheme.
Right.
He had 3 Jewish accountants from Yonkers. No one ever heard of. They said, but he was so believable. I mean, Freddie, Freddie had dinner with him the night before he was arrested. Never said a thing.
Everybody trusted him, loved him.
You would get letters that it's a bad month. I'm buying treasuries. Right? He never bought a treasury. He never bought.
He
never bought a stock.
But he had the whole thing going, and he had it worked out.
Until the Bank of Scotland hit him for $50 million. And he couldn't.
He couldn't cover it.
Couldn't cover it.
That's right.
So they blew the clue. One guy knew him he was a fraud, and no one listened to him over the years.
You know what you ought to do?
Wouldn't he be the greatest interview?
Oh yeah.
I mean, what a mind.
Yeah, but do me a favor. Introduce Freddie Wilpon to Piers Morgan. And let him give him investment advice. And then you'll be even. All right, listen.
Hey, Howard, thanks.
Larry King on Hulu and Aura.tv.
You got it. And you can see me on RT.TV as well.
Okay. And thanks for coming by.
Thanks, Howard.
All right,
you're doing my show, Howard.
We'll have a lot. So.
Come on,
Do
Howard.
I have to?
Did I help your movie?
Yes.
Okay.
You did? What do you mean, did you help?
You made your movie. You came on my show.
I did? I don't remember.
He's smoking again, huh?
See how you remember interviews and stories and things? Yeah. I can't do that.
You're still doing the cigarettes with no name on them?
No. I don't do anything.
You've done Larry more than once or twice.
I know.
You've
I've
done it a few times.
I know. I get it. All right.
Thanks, guys. This was fun.
It was fun having you. We'll be back right after these words.
I think Larry King is fascinating.
There was something
really good.
The fact that he can pull those.
It's amazing.
The story is weird that he can remember the 2,000-year-old man verbatim.
Yeah. There's something about radio guys. They just know how to do radio.
Man, I wish I was a radio guy.
Mr. King, you've done countless interviews over the course of your career. What separates Howard and his style from the rest?
Because Howard knows the secret of broadcasting, which is there's no secret. Be yourself. Howard is Howard. I'm me. So I'm not any different off the air than on. What you see here is what you see there. And that's where Howard is. And when you can learn that, to be yourself and be natural and never be afraid. I never had a moment where I say to myself, should I say this? I trust my instincts. That's what Howard does.
He's often been criticized for that style over the years.
Yeah, I never criticize a successful broadcaster, because if you're around a long time, somebody likes you, and you have to respect that somebody. I remember when I was young, and I listened to the Beatles, and I would say, "What do people see in the Beatles?" And then I realized I was wrong. People were right. When I was a kid, we used to make fun of Bobby Soxers and Frank Sinatra. Frank Sinatra turned out to be, in my opinion, the greatest singer of all time. But we used to laugh at him. We were wrong.
So you think his legacy will be that people will eventually, even the mainstream, will realize how wrong they were about Howard initially?
The mainstream, at all, what goes around comes around. If I'd have told you that 15 years ago there'd be gay marriage in America, right, you'd have laughed.
Absolutely.
There'd be a black president. Come on. Everything goes around, comes around. Sure, Howard is probably already mainstream. A lot of these rock groups now, and others are going beyond Howard.
Thank you so much, Mr.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
a Howard TV original production.
On this episode, he breaks stories. He raps. He fights. He is Lieberman at large.
6:18 a.m. What's going on? This is the shit. That's it.
I stand by my words. You're a shit reporter.
Fucking cock.
What's your problem?
Testing 1, 2. Baba boom.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
My career has been centered almost exclusively around investigative reporting and crime reporting. I spent a number of years in different local television markets, and I spent 7 years as a national correspondent for the program America's Most Wanted on primetime on Fox.
Steve Langford left. They needed a new guy. Tim sat with the news director, Brad Driver. They came up with a list of names. They knew this John Lieberman.
I initially applied for the anchor job at Howard 100 News to fill in for when Ralph Howard was leaving to get a new lung.
We interviewed John Lieberman twice. He came in for an initial position that was open, and we didn't hire him. We passed over him. And the second time around, we hired him.
I get a call from Brad out of the blue, and Brad says, our investigative reporter, Steve Langford, is leaving. What is your availability like? And would you like to come and try out for the position?
I love Langford. Always thought he did a great job.
Homeless high pitch for the holidays. Eric apparently thrown out of his late mother's apartment, allegedly by his own sister and brother-in-law, just as near nuclear winter gripped New York right before Christmas.
When one reporter leaves, I'm like devastated. How can they leave us? But then, what a pleasant surprise. We got a guy like John Lieberman, who absolutely fits into the family.
I love Langford. But, Langford was like, hard-nosed reporter. Lieberman's a little softer, but still, he's up there. He'll get in your face.
John Lieberman is out here if you want to meet him. Do you want to meet him?
Sure.
The biggest wow moment for me was the first day in studio with Howard.
John, were you in Iraq covering the war and all that?
Yeah, I was in Iraq in 2004.
Right.
Covered the war over there.
Right.
Been going after bad guys, murderers and rapists for the past 7 years at America's Most Wanted.
They sent me all your stuff. So I've been listening to it. I called Tim the other day and I said, I sent a note to Brad Driver. I go, this guy sounds really good. If you want my vote, I think he's good.
Mm-hmm.
The first part of the interview was great. We talked about my past and things like that. Then it kind of veered off into my personal life.
Are you single?
I am dating somebody right now. I'm divorced.
How long were you with that wife?
5 years with that wife.
Oh, 5 years, and how long did you date her?
We dated for 2 years before that.
7 years? You were faithful? No kidding. You get tons of pussy, huh?
Past.
Oh, you cheated.
Walking out of there, you're like, wow, did I just say all of that? Howard makes you feel so comfortable in the studio that, you just start talking.
We have a culture here of, the Howard Stern Show that's unique, and John gets it.
It took John Lieberman about a week to adapt, and once he did, he really took the ball and ran with it.
I gotta get character. Hold on. Uh-oh. He's on fire. Mayday. Mayday.
Art Collins reached out to you this morning, and I believe he called you a thin-skinned, horse-toothed jackass. I understand we might see you in a bikini as well.
I didn't know about that part.
John has a really distinct way of talking, and I think it sets him apart in the air. And I think it's just fun to listen to.
The reason that Sal is wearing caps to work is because his hair cannot be exposed to light anymore. We are reporting, but we are reporting for the most part on funny and humorous things and funny and humorous people. And so it was a different type of reporting for me. But what I decided to do, very much I believe like my predecessor decided to do, I decided to keep my America's Most Wanted style and just apply it to the characters here. Do you have a girlfriend?
No, I'm fine. Don't worry about it.
Elisa Jordana is Miss Howard TV for the coming month. Your reaction? Would you say you're just as angry as Rob in general?
Yes,
You want to be bored? Everyone want to turn off the radio here?
sense.
Lieberman did an amazing job stepping into Langford's shoes, and he did a fine job of just kind of stepping into it and, shitting on his coworkers.
What would you say to the people that might be concerned that you would be boring on a 1-hour show?
That's why there will be a co-host.
When I was standing in my shower imagining the Howard 100 News, when I came up with that idea, and I heard it in my head, John's the type of guy I heard doing the news.
I'm John Lieberman, and these are the latest headlines from the Howard 100 Newsroom.
We're here with serious news, and he hits the mark for me.
I don't got anything. Why? Oh, why are you guilty? Why you look guilty?
You're getting out there, aren't you, huh? Trying to be the dog like fucking my man Langford, huh? Hey, you're doing good, man. You're doing good. I'm gonna give you props.
We get stories in a variety of ways. Probably the biggest way around here is to listen to what people are talking about behind the scenes.
It's like the New York subway motto: if you see something, say something. I certainly apply that to all the shit that goes on around here. Without us, Lieberman would be lost.
There's still a booger on the wall from a year ago.
Where?
Over a year ago. Yeah, I'll show you. It's petrified.
Who's done a story on it?
Nobody. We investigated it the one day.
What?
Yeah.
Where is it? Come show me, bro. What is that?
And that's a booger, man. That's an antique booger, actually.
I'll do whatever it takes to get a story. In my career, I've gone to Iraq to cover the war, Guantanamo Bay, Cuba, to cover the situation with detainees there. I've been in London looking for one of America's most wanted fugitives. I don't have a problem getting dirty, rolling up my sleeves, and again, I simply applied those skills to this place.
We think someone shit on the floor of the bathroom.
Oh. What?
Look at the bowl, Robin. If you can see that, not only did they shit on the floor, pan up. They shit all over the bowl.
Oh, my God. If it means putting on gloves and swabbing for feces during shitgate, that's what needs to be done.
John Lieberman just said that he would go in and swab it.
With a Q, yeah, I will do it with a Q-tip, right? But that area is being compromised, so I got to get to it right now.
Get to it now.
In and out of there.
Before it's contaminated.
So let me get a Q-tip.
Boy, he's some reporter.
I tell you.
How many guys do you know will go in and swab shit and examine urine, and he'll do whatever needs to be done.
This is all wet. This is the shit. That's it. Right there. That's the swab. That's the good swab right there. That's the thing. That's the wet shit.
John was just doing his job, and he does too good a job sometimes.
Hey, Lieberman. What does Lieber mean in German? You know?
I think lover.
Lover.
I think lover.
Lover, man. I like that.
Benji is the most difficult subject that I've ever dealt with on any level during any of my jobs. The problem is, you can ask Benji what his name is, and he will not give you a straight answer. It'll be a long-winded, disjointed, uncomfortable diatribe about something, and you walk away and you have less information than you had before you went into the interview. Do you feel bad about your actions? What? You were hungry? That's all you have to say? What do you say to Gary, who was not happy that 6 had to be thrown away? Thank you, Benji.
I won't give a black and white answer when I don't 100% feel yes or no. I will explore the gray.
Do you foresee a time when you'll damage the cupcakes in the future?
No.
You're pretty much done with that?
No, I've never done that.
Well, immediately it was brought to my attention that there were sweets missing from Cupcake Wednesday, and immediately through interviews and through other surveillance techniques, we found out that Benji Bronk was the main suspect in Cupcake Gate.
But I would like to show you on one how I did it, and I think I did it in a safe,
show me.
Hygienic way. There was a one like this, and again, 5 hours later in the day.
But that doesn't matter, because here's the point.
Did not touch it at
Here's
all.
the point. But when I walk by, I don't know who did what.
This one, he only took 1 topping off, but you see there's 3 remaining.
Yes, there are 3 remaining.
So this is not an exact replication of what happened. No, I never thought that I'd be doing investigations on cupcakes. It is virtually impossible to break through the Benji vortex. But I tried, and I will continue to try. Lisa has unfollowed you on Twitter.
Oh, really?
Do you follow her?
I think, yeah, I do. I'm pretty sure. Unless I actively followed her. I think so. I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I don't know if she unfollowed. Can she unfollow me, unfollow her? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Can she turn off that? I don't know.
The only hope to break through the Benji vortex is to catch him when he runs through that glass door at 5:59:30 in the morning, eagerly struggling to make it into the studio on time. It's one thing to hear it from somebody else. Benji walked in at this time. Benji was 30 seconds late. It's not good enough. You need to be there.
The idea that someone would stand there and watch, is Benji on time because he's following a story, that's real. That's real news.
6:18 a.m. What's going on?
I can't see.
What do you mean you can't see?
I can't see all the contacts.
You don't have your contacts in? Did you oversleep?
I don't have a contacts.
What does that mean?
It means I'm nearsighted. It's hard to see when I have my contacts in.
What time do you expect Benji to be here?
I expect Benji to be here before Howard flips the switch to go live on the air. He treated Benji being late like, North Korea had bombs, and he was going to break that story wide open.
Any reason particularly that this morning you cut it that close?
It's important to get here before the show, not after.
So lesson learned.
Exactly.
It's harder to get a soundbite from Benji than a Guantanamo Bay detainee.
What time did
Maybe we need to waterboard his fat ass. When I was late, it was a legitimate news story. There's nothing wrong with it. I was embarrassed about being late, and it was a legitimate news story to cover.
Leave him in, you motherfucker!
I've covered a lot of different people in my career, and I think every person that I've covered has sort of trained me for my new existence covering whackpackers. Maximum 2 daily. So how many have you taken in the last 24 hours?
I just took one just now.
How quickly does it work?
It works quick.
I have a special approach to dealing with whackpackers, and it's simply to treat them like people and to realize that this show is their world. What are you going to show me today? Because I really want to see how you live.
Well, basically, the day goes like I start out here, get dressed, obviously, and then go to the library.
He connects with these people, and it's amazing the stuff that he pulls.
How many times did you, Ed's words, jerk off in the phone booth in this bar?
Once. He doesn't treat it like a joke. He treats that beat like it's the real deal, and that's why I like him. If he treated it any other way, he wouldn't fit in.
John's one of those guys that grew on me pretty quickly. He really did. When I met him, there was just a certain vibe. There are people out there, as soon as you meet them, you get this vibe like, I sense this, I just sense shit with this person. I sense evilness. John was just the opposite. John just had a certain warmth about him, a certain charisma.
What I've been slow to realize, and I shouldn't be, but I have been, is that everything around here is documented, whether it's in the building or outside of the building. So if you're at dinners, if you're at weddings, if you're at parties, and you decide to let loose a little bit, it's being documented, and chances are it will end up on the air.
John starts to dance, and he's like, he's like uncoordinated, and he's not a good dancer, but he doesn't care.
He dances like a fucking mental patient. And he goes to the Christmas party, he dances like Elaine and Seinfeld. His arms are all over the place, and he's like, hey man, I'm just having fun. And so are we.
Hands up, everybody, let's dance! Hands, everybody!
I would say a couple of examples of some of my antics outside of the building would be getting captured at Richie and Rachel's wedding, speaking of Lisa G's upcoming book in what some might say is a derogatory fashion.
Let me tell you about Lisa G's book. My girlfriend just hit me on the leg as if to say, don't say your true thoughts. I think it's fiction, and fiction means made up.
Lisa G, the name sounds familiar. I think she's the one that sits to my left for hours upon hours. I don't think she would say we have a bad relationship, but in all honesty, I am very much annoyed by Lisa G. Reporting live.
Photobombing John.
Get out of my shot.
I would say my relationship with John is strictly professional. I think he's nice. I think he does a very good job, but he likes it his way, and that's the way it is, so I don't bother him.
That is true.
Hey, listen, you know, every once in a while Lisa gets under people's skin, you know. She does. You know, I've had my things with her, but I still want to fuck her.
I don't like when I can't get a straight answer, and I think Lisa is very good at playing the game. And when you ask her questions, she's good at dancing around them.
Howard declared you must do interviews with Howard TV and allow Howard TV...
No, that's not what he said. He said, if I'm using the air to promote an event, then Howard TV needs to be there, and I agree with him. I just heard what he said. I need to just digest all of this.
But you're parsing words. You're not. That is what he said.
That is not what he said. That's not what I heard.
Go back there and ask Gary what he said and Doug what he said.
I don't hate Lisa. She just evokes strong feelings of disgust in me. I just get disgusted at some of the things she does. And I may be wrong. Maybe it's not a rational response, but it just drives me crazy, many of the things she does.
It's, you know, it's the odd couple. What can I say?
Ball busting is an art form around here because there are very few quote-unquote normal conversations. Most of it is ball busting in one way or another, and it starts at 5 o'clock in the morning and it ends until people go home. I would say Ronald Mund is probably the biggest ball buster on staff.
Like the Pace likes to get under Kaplan's skin, I like to get under Lieberman's skin. I know how to turn the screws.
I blame Ronald for the turbulent relationship that we have. It's because when you walk in the morning, there are mornings when I just say, hey, what's up, Ronnie? Good morning, Ronnie. And all of a sudden, it's...
Go fuck yourself.
Can you please clarify?
No. I'm not clarifying anything.
Can you please...
No.
When do you think you'll have your voice back?
After you suck my dick.
What kind of spot is it?
He told you what it is. Somebody came on it.
Ronnie is hands down the most cranky person you'll ever deal with. And take that crankiness and put 5 a.m. into the mix, and it's unbelievable.
I'm cranky, I admit it. Don't fucking bother me then, you prick.
Here's the question.
Well, ask the question already.
Are you sick?
No, I'm not sick.
Do you get manicures?
No, we don't. In reality, they say some guys, their cars are an extension of their cocks. Well, I think that microphone is an extension of his cock. What is wrong with you? Are you a psychopath? Look at your fucking suits.
What are you using?
You're all burnt.
What are you using to get the spot
Don't
out?
worry about it. You're trying to solve shit that's not here.
So your travel schedule has you behind on your hygiene?
No, it doesn't have, no, absolutely not. What kind of fucking thing is that? You know how when you get a girl and you shake your cock at the face and you're banging on her tongue and her mouth and all that stuff? That's the feeling I get. That's what he wants. Leave me alone. Away from me.
Anything else?
No, nothing else. Good night and have a good day.
Okay, have a nice day. Thank you.
Yeah, kiss my ass. You're not a good reporter.
Oh, I'm not?
No.
I got a list of fucking stories here.
It's not good, man.
Nice to see you.
Nice hair dye job. It came out good this time.
Fuck off. I'm setting the record straight. I do not use Just for Men. I do not use any hair dye in my hair.
Dye your fucking hair, admit it, and you get your fucking eyebrows waxed.
Well, I do get my eyebrows done, but I don't
get out of here.
Fuck off, dude.
He's very fucking vain, that guy.
You don't have to like me, but you can say no comment.
No
I've had
comment.
many other people not like me.
No comment, and I don't like you. I stand by my words. You're a shit reporter. Fucking cock. It's all in good fun around here. The best part of my whole life with him, though, with Lieberman, you know what that is.
No. Please. Ronald challenged me to something, getting in the pace car. I did it. I didn't like it. I didn't enjoy one moment of it. I was scared for my life and my being and my existence.
Oh, Jesus Christ! He had to know about the pace car. He was fucking investigating and breaking my balls about it.
Do you have a new car?
Dude, I'm not going there with that.
A listener said they saw you in the pace car recently.
I really don't care what the listeners say. Leave me alone.
Have you taken it out for a spin in the past week?
None of your business.
Was the top up or the top down?
None of your business. And I said, well, if you want to see it, this is how you're going to see it.
No! I said stop, dude!
The unique thing about the Stern Show is that reporters around here usually become part of the stories as well, like when Lieberman got a low rating on the Ugly app.
Joe invented an app that can tell you if you're ugly or not.
The app takes measurements off your face. There's like 100 different points it'll take on your face and uses different ratios.
The Ugly Meter was early on in my tenure here at the Howard 100 News team.
You don't know? He can have stupid advertising for that block party.
John Lieberman?
Yeah.
Who's an 18.
An 18? I could see that.
There is no fucking team. Yeah, no. It bothered me, I'll be honest. Getting an 18 bothered me. Everybody in the media, to some degree, is vain, and you don't want to be told that you're ugly. That's bullshit. There is no fucking way I'm an 18. It was too tight of a shot. If I had to do it all over again, I would probably temper my emotions a little bit, because the problem around here is once you show weakness, everybody is out to exploit that weakness.
Hey, John, what's on your face? What are all the scratch marks?
Oh, yeah, you've got
No, I was just
red
scratching my
marks.
forehead.
Yeah.
After I found out this, I was scratching my forehead. I have sensitive skin.
But you always can tell when Lieberman is nervous, because he scratches his fucking forehead and the side of his face, and it looks like a cat. He just woke up from fighting with a cat or something.
Occasionally, when I tend to get worked up about something, I'll scratch my forehead and like this, and it'll make a red mark. I have very sensitive skin. It'll stay there for a few minutes. It bothered me to the extent that here's why it bothered me.
Oh my God!
Shut the fuck up. I got a lot in my hands.
Yeah, he's got a lot in his
Here's
hands.
why it bothered me. Like I said on the wrap-up show, because that's going to stick with, like, these guys been here 25 years. They got, intelligence tests and this test and that test. This is the only test I've been a part of, so this is now going to stick with me.
Why are you worried about it? It's idiotic.
Yeah, it is idiotic.
Why would you worry about something like that? You're still talking about it last night? Wow, dude, come on, let it go.
I love when John walks in and he's part of our crew and he's analyzing something, or suddenly, John's arguing about his Ugly Meter score, or, it's because he takes things to heart. He genuinely didn't understand why he was so funny in the rap contest when he was rapping against Sal.
Cool the candy wrapper, I'll unwrap you, and then I'll eat you like a Kit Kat. Woohoo!
But that's what's so beautiful about him. He takes it seriously. He really thinks he can rap. He's a guy who throws himself into a situation, and I like that.
John Lieberman can't ride a bike, he can't rap, but he can do news, and he's very, very good at it.
I like John a lot. I really do. I think he's a fun guy. He's got a good heart, and he fit in with us almost right away, and that's not easy to do.
He breaks my balls, I break his balls, but he can take it, and I can take it. Everything is fine, and he's a good guy, and I'll hang out with him anytime.
He is a go-to, reliable, old-school reporter. He's great.
This has been the behind-the-scenes episode of Lieberman at Large. I'm John Lieberman.
What do you got? I got,
Nothing around here fucking works. Shit, what else is there? There you go. Get the fuck away from me.
Here we go, hands up, let's talk shit. Everybody talking shit.
Dripping wet shit. This mic is such a piece.
We've never heard any sex stories, but we have heard cookie stories and cat pussy stories.
Could I please get this story out before I really have to take action?
Ooh. Hold on, I'll be right back.
First you take your butt.
Say cheese.
And then you open it up.
That's it.
Dude, what the fuck? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, what annoys you most about Lisa G? She reads me the New York Post every morning. I read newspapers.
Ronnie, somebody opened a Twitter in your honor.
Yeah, RM Limerick.
Hold on. This is this fucking recorder.
So everybody do it right and be happy tonight.
Take that ass, bitch. Looked like you've been through a war zone, you
They just rubbed their ass and their cocks on me.
You started going out.
Oh man, my mic died again. Motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'll get you the next break.
All right, no problem.
This fucking mic is a piece of shit. Woo-hoo!
This is the best of the wrap-up show. A recap and behind-the-scenes look with John Hyde and Gary Dell'Abate. The best of the wrap-up show begins now.
Hey, it's Gary Dell'Abate, Baba Booey. On Monday's wrap-up show, we talked a lot about collecting. JD collects baseball cards and spoons and Pez dispensers. Ronnie collects die-cast cars. And then Ronnie came in and tried to explain what he meant when he said that Howie Mandel looked cute. Is what happened.
Before we get to Jimmy's wedding and Howie Mandel, we want to talk about JD a little bit, who revealed not only his baseball card collection, but his Pez dispenser collection.
And a spoon collection.
The spoon
one
is
the worst. I got to tell you, we have the little intercom. When he said spoons, DePace hits the button and goes, I was with him at baseball cards, but I don't fucking get spoons.
JD's the first person I've ever heard of who collects spoons. You know who collects spoons is like women in Ohio.
That's right.
You know,
very much so.
Hey, what's wrong with Ohio?
Do you collect spoons?
No.
Do you collect
Stephanie's from Ohio. She doesn't collect spoons.
Do you collect anything? Or you collect?
She's also 28.
My NASCAR shit. No, she's 30, dude.
NASCAR. Sorry, I insulted her.
Wait, your NASCAR stuff? You're a collector?
Yeah.
Do you have NASCAR like cards?
No cards. Cars.
What's the most of,
bumpers.
like when you collect
Stupid
NASCAR stuff,
ass.
what is it you have a lot of?
Die-cast cars.
And how many would you say you have?
About 150.
Can you describe a die-cast car for those who don't know what that is? Hot Wheels.
It's a Matchbox.
No, it's not a fucking Matchbox.
Is it bigger?
It's 120, either 124th scale or 118th scale.
I swear to God.
I mean, they do have Matchbox size.
Right.
All right. But
Are they all like in position and stuff? They're racing against each other?
No, idiot. They're in a, They're in a fucking. You've seen. They've shown it on Howard
What
TV.
makes one of them valuable?
Depends. I mean, like Dale Earnhardt shit's worth money because he's dead.
When did you start collecting die-cast cars?
When QVC started that shit back in the 90s.
And did you get them because you thought
late 80s actually?
You thought they would be a good investment, or were you just into the cars? You think they're kind of cool?
Into the cars.
What was the first one you bought?
Let's see. Darrell Waltrip's car.
Did the doors open and stuff? Open and close?
No, the doors don't open anyway, idiot. You ever see a NASCAR? The doors don't open.
Oh, sorry.
So you don't, moron. You get in through the window.
So
but remember, you covered me driving one of the cars. You don't remember anything?
So you don't pretend to race them.
Senile old bitch.
You don't pretend to race them or anything. You just
no,
put
I don't.
them up.
They're in a display case.
Well, do you ever change the order based on the success of the drivers?
No.
And you have 150 of them, you said?
Probably close to it. Yeah.
So, all right, so you can identify with JD's collecting and what he's doing. Do you go like brum, brum, make noises and stuff? Come on.
Listen, it's better than golf. I gotta say.
I don't think so.
Golf. Come on, man. That's not a sport.
You're a baseball card collector, right?
I'd rather go bowling than.
I've got a few thousand cards probably.
What do you do with them? Now?
They sit in a closet.
Somebody gave me a set from like I don't know, like a 1988 Fleer set in a box. I don't think I've ever opened the box. Like it's sitting in my attic, and my wife goes, "Why don't you throw these away?" And I'm not a baseball card collector at all.
88 could be McGuire.
So the reason why I never threw them away is because maybe they're from like it might be from the 90s, because I think Jackson was born. I was like, I'll save them for him when he grows up, because I didn't want any part of them.
I was a big card collector, and I was pretty organized too, but JD's organization blows mine away. I mean, a guy gets traded and you put him on a different...
No. He keeps him, but then when the guy gets traded, his new card goes to the new team. It's not that weird if you're going to buy into it.
Well, I mean, I sorted mine by a year, like, whatever the set was, and that was the team.
I did mine by
player.
You do, because I was a big Mike Schmidt guy, so I had all my Mike Schmidts together. But and then once you start looking up their values and stuff, you get a thumb through a book forever, and then you get a number that you can't get anyway, and it's just sort of a big waste of time.
Well, the bottom has fallen out of that. That market was big for like a minute, and it's done now.
Well, did you do it for the money, or did you do it because you love baseball?
The idea that these cards, like a Ricky Henderson card, was worth $100, that turns you on, and so you try to trade other people to get Ricky Henderson.
So you did it for the money?
Yeah.
Okay. What were you saying, Ronnie?
Wow, how cool.
That's
what turns you on, man. That's great.
Speaking of cool, people were wondering about Howie Mandel's explanation of you calling him cute.
Okay, his outfit was cute.
Do you don't find that an odd description of a guy's outfit? You're going to say
he meant to say adorable.
Yeah, well, that too. I mean, forget about it.
What made it so cute and adorable?
You know what? I don't even remember the outfit now. I mean, I have to go back and look at the shows actually to see what it was. I think it might have been the one where he's actually 2 weeks ago. Maybe he was wearing like a plaid flannel shirt, something like that. And but he wears.
You found it cute.
He wears his clothes like real short, like almost they don't fit.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Not really.
Like they're almost like kid sizes.
So he buys his stuff like a size too small.
I mean, it looks that way sometimes. Even like that shirt he was wearing today. You don't think that shirt looked a little too small on him?
I don't know what he wore.
We're not critiquing his fashion like you are.
I swear to God, I don't know what he wore today. I think he was all in black. I thought he was wearing a jacket actually.
No,
today.
he wasn't. He was wearing a black shirt.
Okay.
He took the jacket off before he went into the studio.
I didn't notice him looking fat in tight clothing.
I didn't say fat.
We said it was too tight.
Not fat. I said no, it's small, like short. The shirt is like short.
And you picked up on his belt. I mean, what are you doing? Who looks at guys' clothing like
I look
that?
at everything
Who
when
watches
people,
Gossip Girl?
Dude, I look at everything when people walk in. That's my fucking job, to see what they got under their shirts,
Howie
in their
Mandel,
pockets.
you're looking at him?
Yeah, whatever.
Okay. It reminded me a lot of when Sal used to critique Howard. You remember that? Like what he was wearing and what that kind of thing?
Yeah.
No, that's what it sounded like.
I'm stalking him, right?
I'm not saying you're stalking him, but I wonder, because the clothes are too small, is that what you find cute about it?
Yeah, well, this particular outfit, he looked cute, okay?
I've never said that to a guy.
He came, he doesn't remember when he walked out of the dressing room and goes, how do I look? I go, you look cute.
You ever thought a guy looked... Yeah, okay.
No, I mean, it's not a word that comes to mind. By the way, talking about Howie today, Howie had a very Sal Governale moment, I thought.
Oh, with the elephant?
Yes, when Howard talked about his wife, you get the elephant for his wife, and Howard goes, and you didn't get her anything else? And he goes, no, and Howard goes, do you know how wrong that is? And he goes, well, I know that now. I've learned my lesson.
Yeah, and that was the guy last May when we were in Vegas for the Vegas week. Yelled at me because I didn't send Stephanie flowers on her birthday because I was in Vegas.
Should sent her an elephant.
Yeah.
Can you imagine that elephant? Oh, and but you got to figure his wife sort of knows that's who Howie is and what he does.
It's a long way to go for a joke, though.
It wasn't a joke. The best part of the story is that I think Howie thought that the thing that makes the story interesting is that he really thought it would be fun, but he hadn't thought the whole thing through. So 4 hours later, when the elephant's ripping up, the irrigation system, that's the funny part of the story.
Did Richard Christie actually come when Howie did the gizmo
He
voice?
made a noise like he did.
Now I was cutting the shots of his face, the giddy smile that he had on when he was making that voice. It was unbelievable.
And Richard was asking for this gizmo thing, was he not, Gary?
Yes, he brought it up in the meeting, and he brought it up to me again this morning. And Howie seemed shocked that in this day and age, someone could actually see that movie in a theater.
Yeah. Yeah. And I liked how Howie explained doing the same voice for a couple different characters. And then he rolled off that St. Elsewhere line, and it was
that was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know he had that great of a memory.
But that helium joke was very funny too.
Yeah, yeah. And then he had to make that fateful decision: Mel B, or Heidi. Which one? Ronnie Echo. I'm throwing that at you.
Heidi.
No brainer.
No brainer.
Why? What about Heidi?
She's an animal in bed. I guarantee it.
What makes you say that?
Just the feeling.
Well, you said that about Lisa G.
Well, she is an animal in bed.
How do you know?
I'm telling you.
So you're comparing Lisa G
No,
to Heidi Klum?
I'm not comparing Lisa G to Heidi Klum. You asked me a question.
All right,
I answered it.
Could you tell me which type of an animal each of them is?
Let's see. Heidi would be probably like a panther.
And Lisa?
Lisa would be more laid back, like
like a log,
an iguana, a sedated iguana.
An iguana.
It is an animal.
Andrew on Long Island, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, what's up, guys? Big fan. I wanted to say I was watching AGT when the guy came out doing the salsa, and I just thought it was awesome seeing all the Stern Show guys, especially Ronnie, dancing on the stage with Howard doing the conga, running around the audience. I just got a big kick out of that. It's great to see Howard on AGT.
Yeah, if you didn't see this AGT episode that he's referring to, everybody was getting up and dancing, and Ronnie, you were getting into it up there.
Well, I got dragged. I was standing minding my own business. And actually, Heidi was the one who dragged me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you and Heidi like pals?
Yeah.
No, I mean, I've hung with Heidi. And
like if Heidi was here today, I would go, "Do you know this guy?" She'd go, "That's Ronnie."
Yeah, she would know.
When did you hang with Heidi?
One night in San Antonio, we were all hanging out. We went to dinner, and we were all sitting outside by the Riverwalk, drinking and hanging out. It was her and her boyfriend, and Howie, and his guy Rich, and a whole bunch of people. We were just out there till like 1 o'clock in the morning.
Did you have that mustache then?
No, I
Batman?
didn't. No, I didn't. No. Why does that bother you so much? Why is my
It looks
mustache
ridiculous?
So does your head.
That's all right.
You know.
All right.
Can't do anything about that.
With that, Gem, Al, we'll go to break.
So on Tuesday's wrap-up show, I went in to talk about golf, my favorite game. Howard made some claim on the air that he hit a ball 300 yards. Not accurate. So I went in there to talk about that, and then I laid a $10,000 bet down.
Scott DePace now back for the second consecutive day on the wrap-up show.
Ouch.
Thank you, Scott.
You're welcome.
Happy to see you. Howard says that he'll get an affidavit signed by Jimmy Kimmel in this golf pro that ball went over 300 yards.
It doesn't matter. That was not 300 yards. It's not. It might be 200, maybe. But if not, it still was fine. I mean, he shouldn't be embarrassed by it. His swing was fine. I mean,
why is it getting under?
Taking a step when you swing isn't necessarily normal.
Okay,
But
no one's saying it's a textbook swing, but why is it getting under the golfer's skin from the show here?
it's not. It's
Really?
not under my skin. No. I was happy to hear that he actually tried it and liked it.
Well, Will's all fired up about it. I know Rob Martin's fired up about it, and people think,
Well, because I think people think that they're feeding Howard like a kiss-ass line, like, hey, you're great, and they're not being accurate because it's obviously not 300 yards.
What I said at the beginning of this show was he hit the ball. Whoever was there told him it was 300 yards.
Yeah.
And he doesn't know any better. He's not a golfer.
Right. I don't blame Howard, but he should take our opinion as well as everyone else's that was not 300 yards.
Mike in Florida, you're on the wrap-up show.
Yeah, hey, about the golf swing. It reminds me of the episode of The Munsters where Herman went golfing and hit the ball into the next town. Kind of like that, no?
Well, you should throw that by Howard because he's a big Munsters fan. I do know that. But I know what you're saying. You took a swing, you hit it, and it went really far. And doesn't mean the next one's going to go as far. So,
But he said you're talking about Howard's,
yeah.
He said he hit at least 10 of them 300 yards. That's what he said to me this morning. No, he said to me, he goes, I whiffed on some. He goes, some I hit and nicked and they dribbled off. He goes, but I hit, 5 to 10, I hit at least 300 yards.
But don't you think he was $10,000 that says he cannot hit a ball 300 yards unless it's on a concrete surface or something like that?
What do you mean on a concrete surface?
Because if he cheats.
right.
So, on a range, there is no way he is hitting at 300
You're
yards.
throwing down $10,000.
Sure. $10,000.
Okay. $10,000.
To his $1. All I want is $1. That's the bet.
Well, why don't you take the 10?
Oh, because that's ridiculous.
What? You
Why?
gotta take
Fine.
yours.
Fine. All right, 10,000 to 10,000. But I'd be happy with $1. It's fine.
Wow, that means you really believe in the bet.
I know for a fact, Gary. It is so hard to hit at 300 yards.
God, I hope Howard can hit it 300 yards.
Keegan Bradley can hit it 300 yards, but I know I can on a range.
How great would it be, Gary, if we went to a range and Howard just jacks one that goes 300 yards?
I'm sitting here, I'm laughing because in my head I'm thinking about when we were back at K-Rock, Stuttering John challenged
Tom
Chisano to one hole, and he beat him, and he ran around the course like a fucking idiot, going, with his club and dancing into a car.
And the look on Tom's face was priceless. He was just like,
But I was thinking, like, if Howard hit it, you saw $10,000 fall out of your pocket, you would just die.
I would be amazed, and the golf game wouldn't mean as much to me because I would be like, this is ridiculous.
You mean you would question playing golf if Howard could do that?
I mean, yeah, it would just throw everything off.
Would you stop playing?
No, I wouldn't stop playing. But it would certainly, I'd be like, what the hell? Now I've got to rethink the whole swing because whatever he's doing is working.
Mark, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys, how you doing?
Hey, Mark.
No, I was listening to your conversation about him hitting the ball 300 yards. I mean, that does sound a little outrageous to be able to hit it 10 times, 300 yards, one right after the other. I mean, I play golf. I hit a far ball. I mean, but it's difficult to hit it 300 yards, especially 10 times.
And Mark, he did not say one right after the other. He said he had some whiffs and he had some dribblers and he had some ones that went 100 yards, but he said that he hit 5 to 10 balls within that grouping.
See, I'm judging my opinion off of the one that I saw. And if it's anything like that, there's no way it's going 300 yards.
What did they use to measure that? Because did it say 300 yards where he hit it?
He said he kept talking about the yellow flag. I think Howard thinks like every flag is the same.
Which, Mark, you know from driving ranges, there is not a driving range that has a 300-yard pin.
275, 250 is the most.
Yeah.
Look, as I said before, Mark, somebody there told him that the yellow flag meant 300 yards.
I had a thought, and I'm feeling guilty for this thought, but I'm wondering if he called Jimmy, and Jimmy said the pro would vouch for it. I hope this isn't some elaborate practical joke that Jimmy's playing on Howard.
I was saying that yesterday, that Jimmy may be messing with Howard here. Right. But now it's reached the point where if Jimmy is messing with Howard, I'd highly recommend that he comes clean because Howard's, rolling with it. And now Scott DePace has put $10,000 of his own money on the line saying that Howard can't drive a ball 300 yards. So it's going to be interesting.
And before Howard says he won't take it, we'll give it to North Shore Animal League.
But you'll take it if you win.
The $1. Yeah.
Scott covering all his bases. Eric in Ohio, you're on the wrap-up show.
Hey, guys. Thanks for taking my call. Here's the thing, guys. I'm an avid golfer. Driving ranges normally won't even have a 300-yard stick or a 300-yard sign. And DePace can vouch for that.
That's right.
All the news has to do is call the driving range and ask them.
Will's on it. Will said he was going to do that.
We should probably do that. That's an interesting thing.
Will's on it. Will already has the number. He's going to call it today.
But why did that happen? Did you?
It was his
him?
idea. Will just said, "I'm calling there today because there's no way that."
Will's fired up over this.
I understand.
I understand it too.
Because Will's like one of those shorter hitters. He hits a ball maybe 230 at the best, and
230 short.
Really, yeah.
Like what do you drive on a regular basis?
245, not tons more, but it's definitely a club or two more than his, and so that really offends him.
It would be interesting, Gary, if a few of us just went to the driving range and hit just to see where everything was.
I went to the driving range last summer. I got a set of clubs that my son got, and so and they're really, it's like fairly new compared to like when I used to go to the range, and I started hitting them. I was surprised at how far I could drive the ball, not because I was so good, because the head of the club now is the size of a fucking head of lettuce. When I was younger, I mean, if you can get anywhere near the sweet spot, you can whack it pretty far.
That's what it's all about.
But it's not about. I can't tell you that I was hitting them straight, but I was hitting them pretty far.
John, you're probably horrible, aren't you?
Oh, the driving range? No, I can hit the ball pretty far. I've hit it over 300 yards 10 times.
Bullshit.
That was a callback, but no, I go out on the range and hit with you guys. I think I can hold my own.
You looked
there.
horrible at the baseball thing.
Baseball's a completely different thing.
Right.
And why? Because I threw a bad pitch.
Threw a bad pitch. You looked bad in the cage.
I forgot about the cage. Oh, I did not have a good day there. Will Murray, Scott DePace says you're following up on the driving range, and you're all fired up over this?
Well, no. The thing that offended me is when he says he drives the ball so much further than me, which is not true. No, you don't.
You know I do.
No, you don't.
Brandano, you've been
on case. There are occasions, and probably
80% of the time.
Yeah, but there are times when I outdrive you and you don't significantly outdrive me.
I can't be perfect every time.
But don't say I can't hit the ball. I hit the ball.
You're a shorter hitter. You would admit
slightly. Yeah, and you have, 70 pounds on me.
Whatever. I'm just,
I have a question for you. You're the self-proclaimed father of the year.
I knew this.
He's our Kim Jong-un, by the way. I knew. He's bowled 7 300 games, had 20 holes in ones, and is better than us at everything.
Yeah.
It's not that, eh? I'm very competitive.
He comes in today. He comes up to me. He goes, I'll tell you what. He goes, I'll strike you out any day of the week. Let's just do it.
Was
I'm
that
like, all right, let's do it.
Was that unsolicited, by the way?
Yes, of course it was.
Well, no, it had to do with we were at golf, and then we went. John claims to be this great baseball guy.
I did not say a word about that. Be honest.
When he walked in this morning, what precipitated you saying, I'll strike you at any time?
No, it was during a commercial break. We were talking golf with this thing, and then I think I started talking about my kids' baseball. And I said, I've been pitching a lot of batting practice. I bet you I can strike you out. So yeah, it was my bet, but I believe it.
Where, because you're striking out all those 10-year-olds?
No, but I did find out that in batting practice, if you're on Scott's team and you get a hold of a few, he throws in a few curves to make sure the kids miss it to keep them,
teach a lesson. I got to keep them humble.
But
I asked him if he brushes any of them back.
So what did you think I was going to ask you, by the way? I wasn't going to bring up the baseball thing. You said when I said Father of the Year, you thought I was going to.
Oh. Well, no, you guys have this opinion of me that, Gary's the same guy that I am. He's very confident and is always claiming to be better than I am at things.
What?
You claim everything.
No, I don't claim to be better than you at everything. Like, what are the things I think I'm better than you at?
Cultured.
No, that's your opinion.
No,
that's your shortcomings about how you feel about yourself.
No, you always think I'm some hick from Delaware. And
I've never said, Scott, I am more cultured than you. You are a bit of a hick from Delaware.
You have said that on the air, in fact.
And Fred does a hillbilly voice of yours, yet you never bring up his name because you're scared of him.
And then whatever happens in our meetings where people want to pit us against each other, you're always, right there.
Well, like what?
I'm not. Should I start spelling out some of the ideas people have had?
Yeah, you can throw me one. I think one of them was
a sperm test.
No. You said
the dog.
Oh my God!
Oh yeah, the dog trainer.
Hold
thing?
on, the sperm test. You said it, not me.
It wasn't my idea, but I said, yeah, I'll take my sperm against your sperm.
Somebody in a radio meeting. Somebody
shoot it on each other.
Somebody said we should have a contest to see whose sperm has more testosterone. Now, I don't say a word. I'm not even sure it's a funny idea. And Scott goes, I know mine is more than Gary's.
I went to a doctor.
So how is that? But wait a second. You just said that I'm always saying that I'm greater, and I hadn't said a word yet.
All right.
Then it was a whole joke about whose dog is smarter. Now I very jokingly said, I know my dog's smarter than your dog because I know it pisses him off.
Then we were going to put our kids up in an IQ test,
and I said that's probably not fair because my kids are older than your kids.
I said I'm confident my kid will beat your son.
But how is that me saying that I know I'll win? Every story we just told is you saying that you're better.
I can't rattle them off right now, but you're
rattling them off fine.
You always think so.
Okay, so anyway, getting back to your self-proclaimed Father of the Year, what do you think makes a good dad? Like, what goes into it?
Love for your kids, and the ability to bond with them and spend time with them, and what do you think it is? I don't know.
There's a lot of elements.
Yeah, I think those are a couple. I think spending time. I think sacrificing some of your stuff for what they want to do.
That's a key. That's a key. Sacrificing things that you want to do for things that they want to do, or sacrificing things or doing things that aren't necessarily fun for you, but are good or fun for them.
I scheduled a practice for this Friday in the heat. I have a practice on Saturday in the heat. I don't want to do either of those
coaching.
things.
What's non-baseball related activities
that I do with them?
Yeah.
Or non-Scott fun. How about what are things that you do for them that are just not fun for you?
Well, watching kids' movies.
Like which ones?
Playing my kid hockey video game.
Please.
You like playing video games.
Yeah, that is kind of fun.
Is there anything...
Somebody beats me. It pisses me off.
So is there anything that you do that you really don't want to do, but you do it because it's your kids?
Well, yeah, like going to the pool. I hate going to the pool, and I'll go under protest. But I go.
Pam take them to the pool?
Most of the times, but I'll go a couple of times.
Under protest.
If it's really hot and he wants to take a dip.
What do you do?
Oh,
God,
please.
John's
Don't
got
even have this
daughters.
conversation.
He's got 2 daughters. Everything's unfun.
I'm out of it. I win.
On Wednesday's wrap-up show, we talked about JD struggling with his dating. We also learned from Sal that Angie and Steve Brandano might be gay. And Bob Saget stopped by. You never know what you're going to see on the wrap-up show. Check it out.
Look who's stopping by. You never know who's going to drop by.
Yo.
JD, can you give up your seat a second for Mr. Bob Saget?
Hey, thanks, man. How you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing here?
I'm here. I'm in promo ho for my thing, my special. That's what I'm talking about. Comes out on Amazon and DVD right now, on iTunes and all that shit.
The last time I saw you, I think, was at your birthday party that Mr. Stamos threw for you.
That's true, with that margarita machine.
And you were wearing Minnie's head, and he was wearing Mickey's head.
You know, anything that involves head, he wants to be part of. And the mouse. We're not even allowed to have those heads.
I'm well aware. He's told me.
It's good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
So what you guys talking about with chicks and stuff?
We're talking about JD, who works for us, right?
Hey.
He's always trying to get chicks, but he I don't even know. How would you explain it?
Well, JD and Ganji as well, they can't get out of the friend zone. They're trapped in the friend zone.
And you can't get laid if you're in that zone.
And when they try to come out and just say, hey, like JD just told a girl, you know what, I'm not going to hang out with you if we're not going to fuck, she blew him off.
Well, I don't blame her because that's the ultimatum. It's already over.
So there's got to be a middle ground somewhere, and that's what they're working, and that's what they're trying to figure out.
Yeah.
What's your advice, Bob?
I would say, consensual sex. You have to kind of be romantic at the start. You can't try to be friends first. You can kind of be friends for a little bit, but you'll just be a bitch boy at that point.
But he does a lot of his stuff online now because he's a little bit.
So you're masturbating.
Well, he does that with chicks on Skype.
Will you masturbate with chicks on Skype?
Man, I don't.
Are you
need
sure
to be
they?
I
mean, is it like chat roulette? Are you sure that they're chicks?
Yes.
So you're not accidentally doing one like
JD. Do you have any fear, by the way?
Of course.
That one day somebody's going to drop you a file of you jerking off.
Yes.
Wait,
yeah,
you crazy?
Wait,
does
Bob
Saget do chat roulette? Is it possible I'll be on chat roulette and all of a sudden you'll be jerking off on it?
No, that's the worst thing in the world too. I went over to a friend's house when chat roulette came out, and he went, "Hey, look at this, man!" And I stuck my head in, and there was a guy jerking off. I'm like, "Get the fuck out of here! I'm not sticking my face in chat roulette." I just put the side of my dick in it and left it there.
One of the problems that these guys are having is they're saying, like, in this day and age now, like this girl called up the show today and she talked about how JD tried to fuck her at the bar and just
and he had to hear that.
Yes,
no. So you're kind of humiliated a little bit.
Oh, it's not good to hear. No,
but you should try to start anew and not do that philosophy. You should just meet a girl and get out of your head on it, and just if you're attracted to her, try to just be a person.
I try.
But are you with anybody now? Or are you dating?
I am single.
So
I'm 5 months single. But I would,
Do you worry about? Would you worry about when you're out in LA and you go on a date? Like, is TMZ following you around and saying?
Well,
like,
I don't. I'm not even going on dates. I'm trying to avoid the problem you're having. I don't even know how to date. I'll meet somebody through somebody, or I'll meet someone and go, "Hey, that'd be a cool person. Maybe she'd be interested or something." But it's hard to go on a date. What do you talk about, salads? And it's like, "Hey, want to see Despicable Me afterward?" That's like your dick goes inside your body and out your ass. There's no sex to be had.
The other fear they have, Bob, is that they're just using. The women are using them to get on the show, like to call up the show and say, "Hey, I went out with JD," and it's a way to get closer to Howard versus actually being into them.
Right, and that's a sycophantal problem. So maybe you need to quit the show.
But have you ever dealt with anybody? Have you ever dealt with somebody and you're like, "Hey, this is going well," and then you find out that they're way too into Full House in like a strange fucking way?
I'm so old now. It's just really fucked up. It's like saying, "Let me get you. I'll pick you up from junior high tomorrow. That'll be fun." God, I love your show. Well, that's that joke. My joke is I grew up watching you. Good, and I got to go down watching me. So I don't want. Yeah, I wouldn't want some. I'd like somebody now that would say, "Hey, my niece watches," or my kid who's much younger than
Right.
My 28-year-old really likes you. I got to go. Sorry. I'm 70. I'm a big fan of Full House. Want to fuck?
So what about the referral system? Like, do people ever try and set you up outside of the world of the show?
Not really, no.
See, I get the impression his referral system is when he goes out and does live shows. In other words, JD and the gang are going to be out doing a live show.
Yeah.
Here's where we're going to be. and that you just can try to pluck from the crowd, or you tell your Facebook friends, hey, I'm going to, in the area, come and meet me.
Something like that, yeah.
Right, so that's sort of your referral system.
Yeah.
But does this, talking about this on this show right now, doesn't exactly help your cause,
No,
does
it doesn't. Not at all.
It's blowing your beat game.
It's just blowing everything.
Yeah, but what is your? Are you trying to get laid, or are you trying to get a relationship?
It's
both.
It's more the first because I'm very. I've never really been someone's boyfriend, and I don't know how good I would be at that. So
What about the Korean chick in fifth?
What? Oh, that was fifth grade.
JD, can we talk about the weird conversation we had during the break with Howard? We had this very odd conversation where Howard goes, well, you know what? Maybe you shouldn't sleep with somebody that you don't really care about because it sends off a bad message.
Oh.
And I said, JD could care less about her feelings.
No,
he just doesn't want to get caught. You don't give a shit. You want to get laid.
I do. If I like someone, if I genuinely like a person, I don't want to piss them off or anything.
But do you have to like anybody you sleep with? Everybody you sleep with?
Well, yeah, kind of. I mean, why would I want to sleep with someone I don't like?
You're missing the point.
You sound like you want to get laid, don't
Right.
you? Maybe you need to just get a woman, which could mean maybe someone that you maybe wouldn't want to introduce to your mom kind of woman. Maybe
Well,
just
no,
a,
of course you know
a dirtier girl.
I see those all the time.
Of course you like somebody that you want to have sex with. You have to like them to some degree. But I mean,
Yeah.
you don't.
No, I don't
Are
wanna
there many
be-
girls that you have sex with that you care about past that first moment?
I don't want to make anyone unhappy. I like making people happy. I don't want to make them mad or sad or anything.
But the other thing you've been accused of is that sometimes your standards are a little too high. Like you're looking for the perfect combination, and that doesn't exist. So you're going to have to
listen. That's untrue. It is. I don't know what else to tell you. I like what I like. I don't know. There's no specifics on hair or
Bald chicks are cool.
But I think one of the things that you're not willing to put in the work, and sometimes you meet somebody and you don't like them, and then you go out with them a couple times and you get to know them a little better, and they become prettier to you in your mind. You like them. You don't seem to want to put in that work.
That's just that. It depends on who it is.
How many? Hold on, I'm sorry, Bob. When was the last time you've had more than 3 dates in a row with a woman, the same woman?
More than 3 dates?
Yeah.
Oh, it's been a while.
But
because I don't really go out on dates because that would require someone here in New York, and there's.
By the way, that's the most absurd thing. He can't find a girl in New York.
No. I'm not saying I can't find. Listen, I'm sure if I was more social, I could socialize better. I might be able to do it, but I have hardly any social skills, terrible social skills. So, I just sit at home and don't do anything.
Don't you have any friends that you can go out with and
No.
talk to?
He doesn't go out. He doesn't like parties. He doesn't like bars.
So you're not a guy that says I want an 8. I don't want to date. That kind of bad guy talk where you want a prettier woman than or a more enthusiastic woman than you think you're qualified for.
No, I don't. I just like who I like. I don't know.
Hey, just a lot of them to be 8s and 9s.
Did Full House ever
stop.
put out
Gary,
commemorative spoons or anything like that?
What do you want? One?
No, he's a spoon collector.
I was a spoon. I was when I was below 10 years old. All right. Okay.
I just walked into this, but it's all making sense to me. Now, where do I donate?
Thank you.
Ronnie, you seem to be the leader of these two over there, Ganji and JD.
Here's what's wrong. I know what's wrong with JD. I know what's happening with him.
Hold on 1 second, Bob. This is Howard's limo driver. I just want to so you understand how
We've met.
We have. Nice to see you.
How are you, man? How's it going?
I'm getting laid a lot more than him.
That's good.
And I'm not getting laid at all.
Oh, okay.
So I'm doing better.
No, but he gets laid, dude. I'm telling, because I've been there and I've seen what he's laid.
Not physically.
It's some pretty good stuff.
Oh, so this is just for talk?
No, it's
no. The thing is, like you guys were talking about him getting into a relationship. Now the problem with what happens with him with girls, he gets involved with a girl. He thinks he's in love, not in love with her, but he really likes her. And then, like down the line, about 3 or 4 dates down the line, after he sees her, she tells him, "Well, I'm sorry, I didn't want to tell you, but I have a boyfriend, or I have a husband that you don't know about," something like that. And that's what happens.
Well, that's a buzzkill.
He gets hurt.
Well, I dealt with something last year that was something like that. So,
but if people keep having boyfriends,
I'm a man.
Do you think it's always true?
No, but she didn't have a boyfriend.
I got that
at
one.
the time.
I got that one.
Just
But I'm saying,
forget
but isn't it sometimes if you keep hearing that over again, doesn't it sometimes just a way out, an excuse for somebody to say, "Oh, I have a boyfriend," excluding that person?
But I mean, I don't know how that doesn't help me.
This process doesn't help you either. Probably
nothing is.
What would help you is to have it not look for it, and then that's all. It'll come to you. That's kind of what
He's
happens.
been not looking for about 15 years now.
Ronnie,
Well, then, maybe in about another 15, it'll not come to you.
How does he get out of that trap that you're saying?
He's got to find the right girl. I mean, he's got to find a girl that doesn't have a boyfriend or a husband or whatever, or somebody hidden in a closet.
What does Ganji have to do?
Ganji, he's a lost cause already. Forget about it.
Why?
Why?
Yeah, why is Ganji? Because Ganji's certainly more social than JD.
Yeah, but Ganji's more social because he wants to be their best friend. He doesn't want to get laid.
No, I do.
He wants
to
get laid. Yeah, but he doesn't. He doesn't get laid. That's the whole thing.
Bob had a good point. I don't turn it romantic right away, and that's
you go friend too long. That's the problem.
Bob said. Yeah,
But you also ought to be a masculine guy and keep your balls about you, even though at home they go away because we all get vulnerable. You don't walk around the house, with spurs on. I don't know.
We actually all do.
Have you considered just kidnapping a woman?
I don't understand because Ganji, first of all, super likable, has pictures from he used to be very, very good looking, and he wants to get married. He's actually like a catch. He has a good job.
I'm
He's
still
very
thrown
likable.
that he used to be good looking.
Yeah, you gotta see old pictures of him.
Yeah, but Benji, he could have got married twice, and he let them go away. He let it go.
Well, that was maybe at that time he didn't want to, but now he really wants to get married.
It's always too late when he realizes it's too late. It's too late. The girl's gone, and she found somebody else already. That's what happens with him.
Yeah, but I'm working on the current now.
Who is the current?
Yeah, who is?
There isn't one.
No, there isn't one. That's the thing.
I saw you took a picture with the Twinkie. I mean, is there anybody in your life?
Yeah, well, that's it. He puts pictures up of food. There's no girls.
There's definitely girls I meet and I like. Yeah, sure.
So
absolutely.
you get their number?
But I haven't.
I do. Text? Do you guys text? Do you text a girl? Girls like texting some girls.
No, no. No, I don't. I don't like. I don't know. I just don't make the move. I don't know what it is.
Did you not get married? Because why did you not get married both of those times? I know both of the girls.
Both. I would say the first one just wasn't right. It wasn't right timing. Second time, I didn't know if I wanted to get married. So
Can I say something?
I think that was why.
Sal?
I think Ganji's gay.
Really?
Dude,
Dude,
why? Why do you
I
think
talked about this in the meeting as well.
He did.
Did he really?
Yeah. I'm convinced you're gay.
Why? I don't understand.
Just the way you carry yourself. Right now,
Dude, I'm fat and out of shape. That's usually sign number one.
Sal, you can't speak generally. You got to give him specifics so he knows what you're talking about.
He's always with his mom. He's with these women that he's strung along for a long time.
Is his mom hot?
I haven't seen her, Bob. But he's had these hot women before that he almost got married to, but he didn't. He always
But I
caves in.
dated for 10 and,
No, you did it. It's called a beard. You did it to appease your family.
Sal, do you think he's aware of it, or is he
and then when it came down to it, for him to finally close the deal, he backed out. Why? Because he's gay.
Well, that's
he
fair commitment. That doesn't necessarily.
And then he's dated hot chicks, and he can't get it together with them, and he's always online, and he's talking about just food and stuff and these mundane things. There's never anything sexual about you. Nothing.
What kind of food do you talk about? Hot dogs, bananas, carrots, things like that?
Look at him. He talks about everything.
Pizza mostly.
The whole fucking buffet at the mall he talks about.
Hey, Sal, hold on a second. I understand that you think a lot of guys on the staff.
I think he's gay.
Who else do you think is gay?
Sorry, Steve Brandano.
Okay.
But
why?
For the opposite reasons.
Is there any way you can fill out a report for all this?
I think.
But why do you think Steve is gay?
I think Ganji's a closet homosexual. He just can't come to grips with the fact that he likes dick over pussy.
Hey, I'll tell you something. A closet homosexual is probably a good idea because there's clothes in there, so you could change a lot.
But Sal, are you saying that Ganji acts on homosexuality and is keeping it from us, or he hasn't even acted on it yet?
I don't think he's acted on it yet.
Okay. What about
what about you? Pretty much.
Do you think he has any conscious desire? Like, does he see us and I gotta fuck him?
I think when Ganji masturbates at home, he thinks of men. That's the only way you could do it personally, privately.
Guys, I don't want to be a buzzkill, but I actually have to leave.
All right. Well, tell us what
I
you tell us about your special.
actually thinks of what.
Tell us about
This
your
is the
special.
greatest thing I've ever walked into in my life, Gary. Thank you for
I'm
bringing
glad
me.
to have you. Thank you for stopping by. I'm sorry you got caught up in the
No, it's really
relationship
funny.
zone.
You guys kind of made my day. I don't know how I'm going to nap now. I've got bad imagery in my head. I hope you all find what you're looking for.
Thank you.
A lot of dudes.
But I would be remiss not to go back to Sal's theories on why Ganji and Steve Brandano are gay. And I should point out that Sal is wearing a bright purple shirt. He's tan and wearing makeup.
And he's like
accusing
balls in his life.
Well,
before.
that makes me an expert, John.
It
doesn't
does.
it?
So go ahead.
There
So
you go.
I would like
if
to-
anybody knows about gayness, it's a guy who licked Richard Christie's taint. It would be me.
All
Well,
right.
I'm not gay, but I know gay acts
Okay,
when I
so
see
let's-
them.
let's
Thank you
move
for
on.
stating your qualifications.
I got
Well,
the
Steve Brandano, I'll tell you why he's gay.
Okay.
First of all, he's really prim and proper. He's just super well groomed. I think he
Like
blows,
you.
Well, he blows me out of the water.
He doesn't though.
No,
Because he doesn't wear makeup.
Well, it doesn't matter. Look, his shirts are always perfect, impeccable. His hair, there's never a hair out of place.
So you were
And,
literally
hold on,
describing you.
Are you
okay? But I know about this stuff. But I'm saying, hold on. He's another one. Had a hot chick, let it go, gave up drinking. Very manly thing. Very manly. Drinking. Gave it up completely.
Do you know why?
Yes, because I think when he got drunk, he had gay tendencies.
No, do you know why he gave
When
up
you get
drinking?
drunk, Gary,
Oh,
what do
my
you
God.
do? You get horny for pussy. When I get drunk, I'd fuck you, Gary. I think about
That's
people.
gay.
No, I'm making a point that when guys get drunk, they get horny. When women get drunk, they're generally easier to bang because they're horny for the cock. I think when Steve got drunk, and I could be wrong, he was thinking about dick a lot. He gave it up. How do you get those thoughts out of your head? You give it up.
Are you aware
And
of the
thirdly-
medical reason why Steve stopped drinking? There's a medical reason.
Diabetes, schmiabetes. I know plenty of people with it. John is the size of Grimace from McDonald's. Doesn't stop him from eating all those goddamn cheeseburgers, and he has diabetes. It's not going to stop Steve.
Third reason.
Great analogy, by the way.
Third reason, he's a pecker. And that's not an insult. The way he speaks, like almost like my wife. When Steve is adamant about something, he has like that wife thing, like, the Blackies should be here. You don't understand why. It sounds like my wife when I didn't take out the garbage. He has that inflection and that delivery that reminds me of a nagging woman. So, his personality with that, the fact that he dresses impeccably, that a hair's not out of place, gave up drinking to give up gay tendencies when he's drunk, leads me to believe that he's gay. And with all that said, I think it's wonderful. I think he's a wonderful person, and I hope him and
Sal.
Ganji come out of the closet.
Okay, Sal.
I love them both.
After hearing you
This is tough love.
and analyzing your tough love and your critique, your reasons for Ganji being gay are completely different than your reasons for Steve
Tomatoes,
being gay.
tomatoes, John.
Your gaydar is fucking broken.
No, I'm on both sides of the spectrum, Gary. I got it figured out on both sides. I got the, like there's two types of lesbians. There's the smoking hot one, and there's the butchy ones.
Which type are these guys?
Ganji is like the sweet, lovable muffin, like the one you cuddle with. That he's easygoing. He's the and Steve is more like the wife. Ganji's like the beaten husband. Okay, honey, you got it. And Steve Brandano's like, no, you do that now. We go to the movies now. We're going to see Black Keys tonight. That's how it is.
Sal, there's a lot of you coming out in this critique.
Not one.
Really?
All right, I dress nice. I try to look good. I use some cosmetics. I'll admit it. I take care of my hair. I might be metrosexual, but I'm not gay. If I was gay, I'd tell you. If I said to you, John, I don't mind sucking dick, I'd tell you. I don't have a problem with that.
Well, let's not talk about those car rides home, Sal.
Sal, have you?
What, the kids
Sal,
in the trunk?
I know you're into chicks the way you talk about it and stuff.
I love
but
women.
I swear on my life, I've always thought you might have some sort of weird gay streak in you.
If I had it,
I know.
I'd be happy
But
to
have you
share it.
ever thought about that?
No. I really haven't. Not gayness. It just doesn't turn me on.
That pause gave you away, my friend.
Well, I'm thinking about things like when we were younger, like messing around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like when a guy jerks another guy off.
I
Like
went.
shit that happens to all of us.
I
right?
slept over a friend's house one time, and he dropped his pants to show me his penis, and I dropped my pants and showed him mine, and that was it. But
How old were you?
16.
So did I.
I don't know why. I slept over his house, and he just says, "What do you think?" I go, "Not bad." I go, "What do you think of mine?" And that's where it ended.
You may
But
be onto something here, Benji.
You know, I've always thought, like with your
It was
love
just a weird
for Howard, like
circumstance.
you're really looking for a man's love.
No, I'm not looking. I have a man's love. Richard Christie's a man. He loves me dearly. I love him.
You mean like a father, love me, daddy?
I don't
kind
know
of thing?
exactly what it is, and obviously
not
nothing
sexually.
wrong with it. And I know you're into chicks in a way too, but then also you have that whole
No, not sexually romantic. I just don't see it. No, it just doesn't appeal to me. It's just not my thing.
How far have you gone with a guy?
That's
Was
it.
that
Just
the
dropping
farthest?
my pants and I analyzed the penis once with a guy. It was just.
I gotta go back.
What do you
to
mean
the-
analyze penis?
You didn't think at 16 that two guys standing in a room with their pants down, looking at each other's penises, was odd?
It was so fast it hit me afterwards. Like what exactly happened? Like when I went to lay down. Like,
Another lesson he learned after the fact.
It was just one of those weird things. Like that guy, by the way, ended up being gay.
No shit, really?
What is his penis analysis? What are you talking about?
I don't know. We were in the bedroom. We're getting changed to go to bed.
This is the same guy, or is this a
same
different
guy?
Okay.
He drops his pants. He goes, "What do you think of my penis?" I go, "Not bad." I felt like obligated to do.
You're lucky to drop to his knees and blow you.
Were you just being nice, or was it really not
and
bad?
I felt awkward. I felt like okay, I have to return the favor, and I did it too.
What do you think of yours?
He said, "I don't know. I think he just nodded his head, and we left it at that." I don't know.
I think if you were uncircumcised, you'd be gay right now.